Can you guys hear me now? Hello? Hello? Is the mic on? Is it working? Hello? There you are. Thank fucking God. I was literally saying, like, literally, as we can hear you sadly. You know what, honey? You know what, honey? I was literally saying, like, here, let me zoom out so I'm not, like, in your face anymore. That was literally like, okay, like, I hope my audio is okay, because I don't want my last stream being scuffed, and here it fucking is. Bruh, I'm late. You're not that late. I started, like, maybe, like, I actually started talking, like, maybe a couple minutes ago, and I only started talking. It's my Oshi. I'm your Oshi? Really? Yeah, Minoji? Really? Your full legal name? Yeah, I don't know what to do for my last stream. I thought of playing. Here, let me turn on music. Actually, here, I'll turn on some lo-fi instead of my background music. I think my background music might be too energetic. Okay, here we go. This lo-fi is probably a little better for, like, the attitude. Or not attitude, the atmosphere. There we go. But yeah, I didn't know you could just cry. We'll hear you. I started tearing up a little, I'm not gonna lie, writing my little description in the, I don't know if you guys actually read the description in, like, my videos. I always take the time to, like, write something, and I always try to make it, I try to be funny. I'm not saying I am, but I try. Cry you won't though. I will start crying if you guys egg me to cry. I'm a sensitive woman, okay? But no, yeah, I started, like, tearing up just ever so slightly. A little small, like, droplet started forming at the corner of my eyes, and I was like, no, I have to be strong. I can't cry on my last stream. But here, let me also any criers. Let me see if I can, like, oh wait, wrong toggle. There we go. I forgot my toggles. But yeah, I debated on what to do for my last stream, and I kind of postponed my last stream really hard. Like, I don't know, I kind of knew Cryers Rise. Like, I knew my last stream was going to come up soon at some point around this time of the year. But no, Cryo Nation Rise. But I don't know, like, every time I thought of, like something ending with Kumo, like, I always kind of thought, like, well, I don't want to graduate, because I don't think I'll ever graduate Kumo officially, and unless I'm, like, old, unless I'm, like, 60 years old elderly woman going, hi guys, welcome to my stream, you know, like, unless I'm, like, an old ass woman, like, I don't think I ever truly want to retire Kumo. And is that Kumo? Gregory? Holy gourd. But yeah, so I didn't want to put, like, graduating, because graduating is not quite the word I want to use for when I leave, but then other people use indefinite hiatus. But I feel like indefinite hiatus, like, also doesn't really work, because, like, a hiatus is, like, you're gonna come back at some point, right? And then indefinite means, like, unforeseen, right? Like, it's, or, like, ongoing. So it's, like, ongoing, will come back at some point, and that would just feel a little weird too, because it's basically almost like canceling, kind of, not canceling, like, not like cancel culture, but, you know, like, canceling, like, the segment, you know, or something, or the show, or stuff like that, right? Vacation from being bullied. Yeah. I didn't have anyone making fun of me during my long breaks. What's up, Grasshopper? You made it for this one. I was glad. I know you usually watch my VODs, but I always get happy when you catch my streams. Kind of, I stream at awkward times sometimes. Jenna marbling right now. What do you mean? The only thing I know about Jenna Marble is that she has that dog, that, like, greyhound, the weird looking dog. Yeah, I don't know. So I really pushed back on, like, my final stream, because I always thought to myself too, like, oh, well, Kumo's gonna come back, but I don't want to cry. And I feel weird for crying because I haven't streamed a lot recently, but I don't know if that makes me like more okay to cry or not because I haven't streamed recently as as Kumo or anything. But I don't know. I feel a tad bit like maybe emotional, maybe a tad, maybe a small little bit of myself. Um, but yeah, I like drew the art and everything for my thumbnail, and as I was drawing, I was kind of like, man, I look like I'm dying or something. I'm going to heaven. Like, bye guys, I'm going to heaven now. But I don't know. I've never been through like ending a VTuber Sona like kind of thing, so it just kind of feels a little like not awkward, but like bittersweet maybe. I don't know, it's a weird way to put it. I don't know, because I genuinely enjoy like Kumo, and I genuinely enjoy like talking to you guys as Kumo and everything. And I don't know. There's a lot of good memories I think with streaming as Kumo that I'm really happy of. I'm sorry if I'm getting too like touchy hearty, whatever the saying is, heart to heart, kind of feel. But I feel like it's like a good stream, obviously, right, to like do that with. I don't know. I genuinely mean, I don't know if you guys, I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if you guys read the description or if you guys have read my description or anything, but I am genuinely happy to have met everyone who I've met. Oh my god, I'm gonna start crying. Don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me. If my voice starts quivering a little, do not make fun of me. It's a very sweet description. Thank you. I'm really awkward with words, and you guys know that. For me, like watching my streams, watching me like, which is funny because like I talk so much and I talk for so long and I don't ever know how to say things. Please warn me, gotta get the tissues. You should have been, honey, you read the title, you should have been prepared, you should have known. But yeah, I genuinely am happy to like have met everyone I've met streaming as Kumo, which isn't I don't want to be like, oh, it's not a lot of people, but the people I have met, right, like genuinely I am so happy to have met. Like there's been a lot of times where like I thought back to like jokes that have been made or to funny moments that you guys have clipped, and I always think to myself like how lucky of a streamer I am to have at least like a community that is there for me, whether I'm there or not. I know I've taken long breaks here and there. I was a lot more consistent, especially when I started off, and this especially for sure 2025 has not been my most like solid year. Right, but I do think of myself as being a very lucky and very like blessed person to have people still tune into my streams and still make jokes and still enjoy like the little bit of the content that I put out. Who's cutting onions? I know, so someone's fucking cutting onions. Who is it? I mentioned in my description, but I will admit I am a little disappointed in myself for not doing more, and for not really pushing myself to do more, because there's a lot of times where I kind of make excuses for myself of being like, oh well, I'm tired from work, work was really stressful, so I don't have the energy, or oh, I don't have the time to do this, or things like that, and I feel like there are excuses. At least I feel like I should have done more, and I should have like really tried my best and hardest to work on a lot more projects and maybe reach out. But I hope that in the future, in one way or another, that can change, and that I can do more and I can be better, and I can make you guys proud of like, I don't know if I'm I don't know if I'm actually anyone's Oshi or if I'm actually anyone's like favorite streamer. I don't expect it, to be honest, especially with the way I stream my gorilla streams and my random like 2 month hiatus every once in a while kind of thing. But I do hope that I am at the level one day of truly being someone's like Oshi, of truly being someone that someone kind of like looks up to or something. And I know I'm not there at all. And I'm willing to admit that and everything, but I am genuinely from the bottom of my heart, from me to you, everyone tuning in on the stream, that I am so thankful. I am so thankful. Oh my god. I'm sorry. That you guys were there and you guys watched me and you guys made me laugh, and I hope I made you guys laugh. I'm really trying to I'm trying not to cry, guys. I'm trying my best, but I'm feeling really bad too. I'm a very emotional person. Hi, Andy. Wait, don't worry. If you want to keep staying till the end of the stream, I have more things. It's you know it's a goodbye from Kumo, but there's a little more. I just oh my god. This is an announcement. Yeah, it is an announcement. You know, this is there's 2 announcements technically being made on the stream. I'm getting through the first one. I'm emotionally getting through the first one. I lost gallons, tears. You're the only streamer I watch. Well, thank you, honey. You're my favorite you're my favorite VTuber at the very least. Oh, thank you. I actually really appreciate that. I genuinely appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. But yeah, like, I'm sorry for crying on stream. I hate crying in front of people. I'm just not I cry a lot, but I'm not the kind of person likes crying in front of people. I feel very like, I don't know if I feel like just too vulnerable or what the case is, right? But I just feel a little weird. Like, Kumo, I'm so sad. Wait, don't be sad. Wait, there's a little more to the stream. If you can't watch the entire stream, like, you can watch the end of the VOD. I'll have a little more, like, at the end of just, like, a little more, information. So, I'm just gonna say it's the end of Kumo for right now, but it's not the end of, like, streaming, if that makes sense. But I'll say it, like, I'll say the rest later. I kind of, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to pace myself a little bit, because I don't want this to be, like a 30-minute stream and be like, okay, bye, guys, kind of thing. But, oh, I know, I'm so sad too, though. Like, I really, wink, wink, yeah. I really tried to push the stream back as much as I could. I didn't want to say bye. No, I just laid down to go eat, pull up YouTube, and saw this. No, I'm so sorry. I swear, if you want, I can also, like, message you, like, my own stuff and everything too, so that way you don't have to, like, wake up in the morning and be like, okay, time to watch the rest of Kumo's VOD, right? Or anything. But but yeah, like, I don't know. Like I said, I genuinely appreciate you guys from, like, the bottom of my heart. I don't know how many ways I can say it, and I don't think I know enough words to say it. I think I can read every book in the dictionary, or no, I think I can read every word in the dictionary or the thesaurus to figure out how to describe the amount of ways I'm thankful for everyone, and I don't think I'll ever come up with all the words I can muster up. I don't even think any word in any language could quite put it together. I appreciate you. To the collab we never ended up having the I know, it was just bad timing for the collab. We were supposed to collab, so for people who didn't know, we were supposed to collab, like, I think sometime around Christmas, and it was really bad timing. Like, I think everyone was just really busy. But, you know, I still have everything ready to go, to be honest. Okay, let's read books in the dictionary. That's actually a good activity for stream. So bad timing. Yeah, it was just really bad timing. But there may, you know, wink wonk. There may, wait, I can't wink on this model. Wink wonk. There may be more opportunities later, but but like I said, I can let you know later. Girl, okay, me laughing is like helping me not cry. The lo-fi actually is making me sadder. Maybe I should have switched the song. Yeah, okay, I gotta eat. Have a good night. Have a good night, Indy. I'll send you a message later. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I have every once in a while I'll watch like the clips that you guys have clipped of me. You guys make me look so bad. I genuinely wonder how many people have like decided to not follow me based off the clips that I have. Like, like I think they're super funny, but I'm so scared that like someone probably clicked on one of these like clips and were like, oh, I don't want to follow this person. I blame mainly Turkey and Hani though. You guys are always preying on my downfall. We made, yeah. I say that, but I'm also the person who organizes my YouTube page to look a specific way and to put the clips there. Can we expect some reincarnation? Yeah, okay, so I will, because I've hinted at it enough, I will go through something. So, you know, even though Kumo is not Kumoing anymore, you guys should, hold on, let me move this real quick here. Hold on, let me update my OBS real quick. Let me move this right here, and then let me move right here, and then where is it? Hold on. Oh wait, wrong thing. You guys should definitely follow. Whoa, crazy. Oh my god, weird plug. Like, oh, you guys should definitely follow this person. They're gonna be debuting, like, I think this Saturday or something, like, fucking crazy, right? Like, wow, like, you know, when one life ends, another one starts. Oh my gosh, wild. I heard they're a pretty cool person, you know, I heard that they're pretty funny and they're, you know, they're cool and wait, you know Kiyama? Oh, I'm so sorry. What's wrong with her, huh? I've heard only amazing things about Kiyama, you know. I've heard only the best things. Hey, I watched that one before in Repo. Yeah. They seem epic, cool, and so swag. Yeah, that's my Oshi. Yeah, this is, you know, they this streamer, you know, they just came out of nowhere. Like, oh my god, so crazy. They people say we sound alike. I don't know if that's true or not, you know, but yeah, you should definitely go give her a follow maybe, and maybe tune in this Saturday at 6 p.m. PST time and and maybe follow Vanguard, because whoa, this person's also part of an agency. Crazy, you know. Oh my god, wild. Joseph has kindly linked all the links to this Kumo person. Oh, no, oh my god, fuck. To this Kiyama person. So definitely give them a follow, you know, peep their streams whenever they end up streaming on Saturday, for sure, their debut. Kiyama will be also debuting along with two other girls, Meilin Moku and Sapphire Veil. Definitely tune into their debuts as well. I think the debuts will start at, ooh, I'm mixing up my time. I think I forgot what time they're gonna start, but it's gonna be posted on the Vanguard socials all the times and everything. Definitely tune in. I know Kiyama is gonna be streaming at 6 p.m. PST, so I think that's gonna be 8 p.m. CST and 9 p.m. EST. And then on Sunday, I believe there's gonna be a collab stream with all three girls from Oathbound. They're from the generation Oathbound. But yeah, I've heard they stink. No, I've heard the opposite, actually. I've heard that they smell like the ocean, and like roses, if that makes sense. I'm thinking of like different things. My fave corpo. OMG, that's my Oshi. Yeah. A link to random VTuber. Totally not. Yeah, totally, completely not related. You know, who knows where her, her escapades will take her or anything, right? But you know, crazy. Like people will just say that we look and sound so similar, but who knows, right? Like, wow, how'd you know? Yeah, it smells fishy. I guess. Here, let me get these off now. Oops, wrong thing. Hold on. I can never navigate my own OBS. I set up my OBS every single day, and I feel like every time I set it up, I just never know where anything is at. Let me move this back over here, and then make you guys bigger. Okay, perfect. But yeah, so those are the two announcements that I generally wanted to make today. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really know how I wanted the stream to go. I just know I wanted to say some words and then kind of be like, oh my god, guys, you should follow this person. Well, crazy. It's okay. I also struggle with OBS. Yeah, OBS is fucking... I love OBS, but equally, I have no idea what to do with it most of the time. I get so lost using it. I have to look up tutorials all the time and be like, how do I do this? Where do I go here? Like, there's so many things I know OBS can do, and I have never actually made the effort of like figuring out every single option. You know, maybe Kiyama might do it. Who knows? But yeah, so I guess I don't know how long I intend to stream today. I was thinking about maybe just talking for like a couple hours, or I don't know, should I play a game? I feel I kind of wasn't sure if I should play a game, because I felt like if I played a game, I would end off the day really casual. I'd be like, okay guys, like see you later. But like technically speaking, I would, you know, me as Kumo would not see you guys later. So I don't know how the rest of the stream should go. Also, I don't know, I don't want to be too distracted. I know if I play some games, I get really distracted and I don't pay attention to chat, but like, I don't know. I don't mind also just talking. I can talk for hours. I'm trying to think. Oh, when I was working on my thumbnail today, I kept thinking like, man, what kind of art do VTubers usually get when they graduate? Because like usually it's just like a white background with like them looking really happy. But I was like, should I go that route, or like what route should I go? And I was like, I'll go with the sky because I'm a thundercloud, right? It makes sense. But I think by the end of it, I was like, man, it looks like I'm fucking dying. Like someone can have this at my funeral. Like, you know, like the Japanese little like frames they have for their dead and everything. I was like, man, like you can put this right there. Like that's me. But yeah, I spent a while like working on the thumbnail too, and I was like, I don't know, like what kind of flower should I hold, like what kind of background. I don't know. I don't know if I put too much thought or not enough thought into it. Oops, oh my god. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to scroll somewhere and I forgot I had VTube Studio selected still. Thumbnail is immaculate. Thank you. Do the Squidward offering flowers. I'm gonna do the little Squidward walk too, like the like a, I can't make the sound like the quack quack. How do you describe the sound that he makes? Is it like the quack 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 quack, like something like that, right? Like thumbnail's so pretty. Thank you. I was finishing up at work, and one of my coworkers like looked over to me and he goes like, what are you, an artist or something? And I was like, yeah. And so I always feel awkward because I draw like my own art sometimes, like at work, and I always feel awkward because I have like the large size iPad and everything, and like so like when my coworkers pass by, they can see what I'm drawing, and I always feel really weirded out by it, and and I'm always like, they're either gonna think I'm a weeb, or they're gonna be like, what is she drawing? um, I'm trying to think what else. What else happened to me today? What else has happened to me in life? I'm trying to think too. I feel like I'm a very boring person. Like nothing really happens with me, you know? So every time I try to think of like to talk about myself, I always have to like dig like in my like the trenches of my memory to be like, oh, what happened? But then I also have really bad memory, so it's especially hard to dig into the trenches because I'm like, oh, actually, wait, no. I was gonna say something, but I think I brought it up last stream. I was like, oh, I gotta be going to therapy and some other stuff too. Like, but I'm like, I think I brought that up last stream. So I'm like, maybe that's not like news, like new news or anything. Out of curiosity, you know, if Kiyama starts streaming, right? What kind of games would you want her to play? You know, what are some suggestions of games? I have some suggestions already, like, or I mean, you know, Kiyama already has some suggestions, you know, cataloged from prior interactions on the stream, you know, but is there anything that you guys would in particular want to see, or like a genre of type of games or anything? Helldivers for lols. I was gonna say me. I know Kiyama has been really wanting to play Helldivers. She just never got the chance to, so she definitely she will add that to the list. Guys, it's really hard. This is really difficult. Signalis. Oh, I remember you brought that game up last time. I think that's at least in my wish list, I believe, on Steam. I have to double check. I think it's on my wish list. I think Kiyama should play Dead Island 2 or Sea of Thieves. I think Kiyama should play Sea of Thieves with Pax and see all the sharks. That's such torture. Me and Kiyama have a mutual friend named Pax, and he's terrified of sharks, like deathly afraid of sharks, and I think it'd be kind of funny a little bit, just a tad bit. Sea of Thieves. I've actually never played Sea of Thieves. I think the only exposure I've had to Sea of Thieves has been I think it's the same game, that meme where that guy is like singing a song and he goes like, "Captain, look," and he goes, and then they look behind them and then they see like a massive ship like approaching them. And then they're like, oh shit, you know, I don't know. I think it's the same game, right? Sea of Thieves. Ooh, or Raft. Okay. I think Kiyama also loved Chukshi. I don't know if she would, but you know what? She will put that on her list. I don't think she would enjoy it very much, but that will be on her list. Well, Yami plays Sea of Thieves, and Kiyama would have friendly fire. Oh my god, Aki, you're so right. You're so smart. I think Kiyama would enjoy playing Sea of Thieves then. Yami, count your fucking days. But I think putting some things aside, at least I want to mention just because there's some, you know, some people from Vanguard in here, I just want to mention too that at least, you know, Kiyama's experience of being in Vanguard, everyone in there is like genuinely so nice and so talented, and I think I have some other socials linked somewhere on my channel. I think my repo stream, I think, but everyone has welcomed her with like open arms and been very friendly, very kind, and very considerate towards her, and has really allowed her to, like, really helped her and allowed her to grow in her own ways, even though she hasn't quite debuted just yet. And I just kind of wanted to give a thank you to, while I'm being sentimental, at least I just wanted to, you know, per Kiyama wants to give a warm thank you to everyone for being so kind and considerate, and, you know, all the other kind words that I can't think of. Hey, wait, my Oshi threatening me? No, I didn't threaten you. I was just saying Kiyama might enjoy that, you know, just count your fucking days. I missed it. She might love Baldur's Gate. Let's see if she will accidentally stab a cereal. Let's see if she will. Hopefully she doesn't stab Asterion again. That would fucking suck. Maybe she'll finish it too. Baldur's Gate is just such a massive game. I feel like you have to dedicate so much time to getting it, which makes sense, right? It is a massive game for the massive amount of hours to dedicate it to, but I just feel like it's like so hefty, you know? But she will definitely put all these games in consideration. She enjoys the sea theme to all of them too, and very fitting. But I did take me like 20 or so hours to beat it. Yeah, I think and plus if you try to really do like a lot, like you can spend like easy like 100 hours, no problem, like trying to like play it from like one run through. So we'll see how far Kiyama can get in Baldur's Gate. Just because it is a big game. Maybe she'll play with other people too. Who knows? Or I'm not sure. Maybe it'll just be like a single player again. But I'm trying to think about other things too. I'm trying to think. I'm really kind of like winging this last stream. I was like, I thought to myself, like, should I have a plan? But I was like, no, because I feel like if I plan it, it's gonna feel more real. I didn't want it to be real. But I was like, okay, if I don't have a stream today about it, I won't have time the rest of this week to make a stream. And I wanted to be ready at least to have this a stream. And yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like nervous. I'm like thinking too, like, oh my god, like what? Because I'm also like, oh, I kind of want to play a game, but I'm like, if I play a game, like, I don't know if I have anything to like start up that would be like quick or anything. And I don't know. Let me see if I do have anything, maybe potentially. Let me open up my Steam real quick. That's not Steam. That's Google. Every time I see Indica in my library, I kind of want to play Indica again. And I know it's like a 4-hour game, but like, I don't know, like the story was really good. I really enjoyed it. I suck at puzzles so much. Like I don't know, like puzzles are so hard, and I don't have the brain cells to really like put two and two together. Like, but Indigo was really like fun. I enjoyed the struggling kind of, and I say I enjoyed struggling because it was really funny sometimes. But there were some moments in that game too where I was just like, fuck, like I have no idea what to do. Like, what am I supposed to do? And then the solution was like super simple, and I would be like, oh my god, I'm stupid. I'm like the stupidest person in this entire world. Yeah, there's a bunch of other games that I had in my Steam inventory or Steam library too that I wanted to play, but I was really pussy, I'm not gonna lie, to play it. I was so genuinely scared of playing it. Like I have both, or I think I have all 3 Outlasts in my library, but I was so scared of playing Outlast because I'm such a bitch. I'm such a bitch when it comes to horror. I just can't. It's so hard for me to do it. Anything with suspense too, like, oh, absolutely, like shreds me. I like suspenseful games scare me so bad. And then I have the Fears to Fathom games, and I think I have the Carson House and the other one, the Home Invasion one. But I think both of those are Home Invasion, like the Carson House and the first one. And I don't know, Home Invasions are like, oh no, I'm like I was wondering if you're gonna show up. Try Woo-Wah. It's quote unquote free. I want to play, but I'm already like juggling other gacha games, and I can only play at most 2 gacha games at once, and and I'm trying to have a death grip on Fate, and I'm trying to play Genshin again, but Fate for sure, I'm like, I have a death grip on it. Turkey, you missed me crying. I guess you'll never hear me cry ever again. I would recommend rewatching because I think I said some heartfelt things. But Since you're just joining right now too, I'm just gonna real quick you should hold on, let me move myself again real quick, and let me move my chat again real quick right in front of my face. You should definitely follow this person if you haven't already followed them. Oh crazy, oh my god, we apparently sound so similar to each other, and we look so similar too. Whoa, oh my god, oh crazy. Let me turn this back off. Okay, there we go. Oh wait, what did I turn off? I turned off something else. Oh, I see, I don't need that program. Okay, teehee, hold on, there we go. Okay, perfect. And then move me back here. Right there. Okay, I think that's where I was. I think probably. Anyways. She did a Ruby-chan brain rot turkey chicken. I thought I'd be done making beef bowls before you started. We ditched Kumo for Killer Kia yet? No, not yet. Well, no, I guess hold on. Ditch is a strong word, Ditch is a really strong word. You don't want to ditch me, right? Just I mentioned it earlier, but this Saturday Kiyama will be having her debut stream, and she'll have some other things lined up before that too. I think they'll be announced on the Vanguard like Twitter page, and maybe she'll post about them too, if she remembers. But she will be debuting today, or sorry, oh my god, not today. She will debut on Saturday the 31st at 6 p.m. PST. So I think that's 8 p.m. CST and 9 p.m. EST, if I remember right. Hold on, were we swapping to main for this? I played Outlast. I was the tutorial for like 3 hours and pussied out. Yeah, I can't I can't do Outlast. I literally need someone to hold my hand, or maybe Kiyama will play Outlast, but she'll have someone there to support her. I can't do it, or she can't do it, on her own. It's too much. It's too much fear. Don't even kid about that, Chris. What's wrong with the little Ruby-chan meme? Like Ruby-chan, hi. We put in Kumo on cryostasis. Yeah, I'm just gonna go sleep in this little pod for I don't know however long, and then I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh man, what a crazy sleep. Oh my god. If Kiyama plays Outlast, I'd hold her hand. Thank you, Poom. Kiyama really appreciates that. She would grip your hand till you lose feeling in it. My new favorite VTuber debuts on a day off. Let's go. Yeah. The timing is perfect, Wait, what do you mean your new favorite VTuber? I'm supposed to be your favorite VTuber. Real. What's wrong is you've already totally cooked. You're already totally, oh my god, what? Oh, I cannot fucking read. What's wrong is you're already totally cooked. That's why we're moving Lamau. Taking the house and everything. No! Do I keep the kids at least? Turkey's cheating on you, don't worry about it. No. I know I'm barely coming back with the milk, but you guys have to take everything. Let's hope Killer Kia can read Lamau. I don't know. I think she's also kind of illiterate. I've heard that she can't read at all. These chatters ain't long. Ain't loyal. Now be loyal. I want the garden. The garden? I didn't even know we had a garden. Can I keep the cats at least? Oh, I just remembered, guys. Speaking of cats, so in The Sims, there was one time in The Sims where I made all 3 of my cats. I made Osa, I made Oven Mitts, and I made Clover. And I loved these 3 cats so much, but I kept them with a different family. And then when I made a new family in The Sims, time continues to progress. No matter if it's a different family or not, if you make a new family, that old family you had is still gonna age, right, with time, in the same way your new family does, right? Time does not stop for anyone, kind of thing, unless you change it in the setting, right? And so I was playing The Sims the other day, and I was like, like, you know, enjoying my little thing. I was taking care of all 5 kids that this family had. And, you know, doing my thing. And then all of a sudden I get a pop-up being like, Osa has passed away. What do you want her inventory, like, where do you want her inventory to go? And I was like, oh, my cat has passed away. And I just clicked like, okay, stay with ghost or something like that. And then right after I select that option, another pop-up comes up. Clover has passed away. And I was like, oh. And then I was like, no. And then I was like, okay, no, all 3 cats can't die at the exact same time, right? That's just not how the game works, right? And then and then once I click the option to keep the inventory with the ghost again, the fucking third notification pops up being like, oven mittens has passed away. And I'm like, no. And I was so sad. I was like, I know this is in The Sims, but I'm so sad my cats died in The Sims. I'm assuming of old age. It didn't give me a reason of like how they died, but I'm assuming it was old age. The cat's gotta go with the cat girl. Come on, you know the rules. I want to inherit the graveyard. The graveyard! I've always wanted to be a gravekeeper. I think you'd be a cool gravekeeper, to be honest. I can imagine you as one. I love how the other 2 have normal names, but then you have Oven. What's wrong with Oven? Okay, we named her that because actually I think my roommate named her that. I think it because her little, you know how people usually call, like, because she's a tuxedo cat, and people usually call like tuxedo cats like, oh, socks or gloves or something like that, right? But my roommate named Oven Mittens, you know, because, you know, it's little like mittens in the hands, you know. We could totally get the court to say Kumo isn't fit. Oh, I cannot fucking read anything more than 5 words. I cannot. We could totally get the court to say Kumo isn't fit to ownership of the cats and kids. Got enough proof / slander to get an out of context clip folder now. Oh no, I died for Oven Mitts. Yeah, she's a little baby, you know, she's a little tiny little cat. I'm gonna have to redo the animation with Kia to show loyalty or some shit. Good luck drawing her hair. I've tried so hard to figure out how to draw Hyama's hair, like, and her hair is just, I don't know if I just like, when I look at her hair, I'm just literally like I can't figure it out. It's so maybe I'm dumb. I just cannot figure out how to draw the hair, and the hair looks really cool, but I'm just like, what comes first, the highlights or the hair? Like like I don't know, it's something I just can't figure out. Hair is hard. Yeah, hair is really fucking hard. Like, props to the artist for the model, because the artist actually did an amazing job on the model, you know, based off what I've seen, right? But it's really good work, and the hair looks really good. I just can't put my brain cells together to like figure out like how to draw it. Just a mullet with bangs, don't worry about it. Oh yeah, I heard Kiama's missing her mullet, so if you guys end up finding it, I think you get like a gift card at Denny's or something. It's like $1 or something, I don't know, some shit like that. You get like a breadstick from Olive Garden or something. Half tempted to animatic it because my hands are fried. Makes hair way easier when I don't have to imagine it moving. I mean, that makes sense too. Like, animatics are really like kind of fun to make, to be honest, because you don't have to like do all the effort of like drawing everything, but then you're able to be very artistic in what you want. Like, you get to emphasize the frames you want to emphasize. I remember I took an animation class in college. I failed it, by the way, because animation is really hard and I'm not good at animation, but I did an animatic from one of my projects, and I actually had a lot of fun doing it, and I kind of like debated on like whether I should just start making animatics for fun, but then I also remember it's a lot of work. Like, it's a lot of fucking work, so I was like, maybe I won't do it. Maybe I'll just stick to my drawings. Jeez, Denny's, maybe she's gonna treat us like we treat you, like a degenerate. I'm not a degenerate, I swear. I am a wholesome, pure, non-degenerative VTuber, okay? I am very say-so, I would say. You know, I there's no degeneracy here. You cannot pull up a single clip or a single moment where anything bad or or sussy has ever been said. Only wholesome vibes here. No lie, you know. Facts, no printer, you know. I say so. I'll go get the joking. Actually, no. Can you actually find that? Like, don't post it here. But I legitimately was looking for that clip a couple days ago. I sat down looking through my VODs being like, where is it? Where's the clip? I wanted to show it to someone. And I was I sat down and watched like 2 of my VODs, like all the way through, trying to like figure out like where's that fucking clip? Where's that moment where I'm just like, what's joking? You know, like where my innocence was ripped from me. So if you find it, I will actually appreciate it. Yeah, I was like I straight up like watched I think like 2 hours of like my VODs, maybe not even 2 hours. I think I watched like 3 hours of my VODs, like just trying to look for that. Lol, BRB, give me a sec. I got a timestamp because is it actually the intro? That's even worse. Imagine you're like watching my stream for the first time. Okay, even worse. Imagine you don't know what a VTuber is and you're going through like your YouTube recommendations and you see this like anime girl on stream playing Genshin. And you're like, oh my god, what's Genshin? Even worse. Actually, no. Actually, I don't want to think of it even worse. Anyways, and and you're like, oh my god, they're playing Genshin. What are they playing, right? And you tune into the stream, and then you hear me talk about something that probably shouldn't be talked on stream. I legitimately want to know. I want a survey when I want a survey of when people enter my account of like if I'm someone that they would want to watch or if I'm someone that like they're like, ew, no, get away from me. Oh no, intro to the Kumo out of context comp. The clip is like the good finale. I want to know. I want to see your compilation, your out of context comp. I want to see all the all the crazy things I've said. I know I say things without filter sometimes. And I just want to know, like, I'm not gonna lie, when I did watch my VOD, like, my VODs, like, trying to look for that clip, I did, like, hear myself talk about some things where I'm like, wow, I'm really not, like, paying attention to what I say before I speak on the internet. Wow, this is really bad. I mean, I don't think I'll change, but it's funny after watching, because, like, some of the clips or some of the VODs I watched were, like, from, like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 months ago, so I'm like, wow, like, I can't believe I said these things 4 or 5 months ago. That's fucking crazy. But yeah, if you find it, I will appreciate it. Oh, my cats are terrorizing each other. Oh, that's something new actually. My roommate bought for me a what's it called? Like a little like cat bed, but it clips onto your desk because my cats are very notorious for like wanting to be like pasted on me 24/7 basically. So I have a little cat bed on my desk now, and it surprisingly holds all of them up. I knew it was gonna hold Osa up. I was pretty sure it was gonna hold Mittens. Clover, she's just a hefty girl, you know. She has a little bit of some chunk to her, you know. She's a solid 17, you know, like 17 pounds, like. So I was very scared of if this thing could hold her, you know, because she's a curvy gal. She's a very curvy, you know, strong woman, I would say, you know. She's full of anxiety and love, I always say. Yeah, it holds her up surprisingly, but every time she like licks herself or like scratches herself, she literally shakes my entire desk. My entire desk goes like wobbles like crazy. So every time she's like on that chair, or not chair, every time she's on like the cat bed thing on my desk, I'm always kind of scared that like it's gonna snap or something. We had a window one for the cats to like stay on, like in the window, but I think that kept snapping off because Clover maybe is just a little too hefty. But I specifically bought one that should hold her up. So that's the only thing I can assume is maybe maybe she's a little too hefty, just a tad bit too hefty for it. I was always scared the window was gonna break. She's so cute. She's just full of like love and anxiety. um oh no, I went to my sister's yesterday because it was my mom's birthday. And so we had a little party there at my mom's place, or sorry, at my sister's place for my mom. And my sister has this little tiny, I think she's a munchkin. I want to say she's probably like some form of munchkin, I think, because she's a very short cat, but she's super fluffy and extremely affectionate. She's like a really tiny, short, like long-haired, maybe munchkin, like tuxedo cat. And she is so affectionate, and my sister calls her baby. And so we kept, me and like my sister and like my brother, when we're there, we kept trying to call her over and be like, baby, you know, and I kept calling for her over. And it's so cute because she'd walk up to us and then she'd kind of just like plop down and like show us her stomach, and she doesn't attack you when you like pet her stomach. So I was like, oh, like she's so cute, she's so adorable, just oh my god. And I want that cat really bad, but I know I can't because I have too many cats. My apartment actually did an inspection, like I think last week, and on the lease, don't tell no one, but on my lease I only have 2 cats on there. I have my other roommate's cat, and then we only have listed one of my cats. Mandatory question: when sis mom mentioned, is she single? No, they're both taken. They're both taken. I have so many friends. I have so many fucking friends. They're always like, is your mom single? Okay. So when I was younger, right? When I was like maybe in like, I don't know, when I was like 19 or 20 or something, right? Like, oh my god, I say that like I'm old. I'm not old, by the way. Just to preface that, or preface it. But anyways, when I was like 19 or 20, with my then boyfriend, now ex, he would like stay up super late, and he would stay up to get these donuts from a place that like runs out within like the first hour of them opening. And so he and another friend would always stay up super late to like get these donuts, basically. And so once they would get these donuts, they would drive over, they would text me and be like, hey Kumo, are you free right now? Like, we just got these donuts, we don't know where to eat them, like it's too early to go to our place because our parents are gonna get upset that we're out, like, like, can we head over to your place? I'm like, yeah, sure. And at the time I was living with my parents, right? And so at like 6-7 in the morning, like my friend and my you know, at the time boyfriend would like show up, and they would have like a dozen donuts with them and they'd be eating it. And my mom is a very kind and very kind and loving woman. That's the right word, not affectionate, but loving. Like, she's a very loving woman, right? And so she she's like also an incredible host, right? So when they would come over, she would be like, oh, like, do you guys want some cream? Do you guys want coffee? Do you guys want like any milk? You know, like, is there anything I can do for you guys? Do you guys need a plate? Like, I'll pull you up a chair. Like, you guys wanted the TV on? Like, is there anything I can do for you guys? Like, my mom was so kind and so generous, and I love that woman so much. And my friend like would always be like, so hey Kumo, is your mom single? And I'm like, you know damn well she is not single. You've seen my dad, you know damn well she's not single. And for a long time, like in my friend group, it was like a running, I hope it's a running joke. It was a running joke that people always ask me, be like, hey Kumo, is your mom single? You know, is your mom like so she don't have to be with her dad, you know, like, or I even had a friend recently be like I had a friend recently be like, oh, you know, I could be your stepdad. And I'm like, that's fucking disgusting. Not Thea. She's with me now. My mom is taken. She maybe she might not be happily taken, but she's taken. Back in stream, Genshin Impact. Let's save it for. Oh, okay. I'm gonna save that timestamp. I'm gonna remember that. I like how you're silent for like so long and you come back with it. Like, I appreciate the dedication to it. But oh, I was talking about my apartment. My favorite Kumo quote starts at 1:55:55. Should I pull that up? Can I pull that up? Hold on. I think I have my desktop audio silent. Okay, I do. Let me hold on. I am going to pull it up to hear what is at 1:55:55. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna get a 5-star. Oh wait, hold on. Which one is it? Is it that one? Oh, let's say for the next 5. Okay, okay. Okay. Let me mute this real quick. At 1:55:55. What do I say? I'm scared. Wait. Hold on, let me play it for you guys real quick. Okay. Hold on. Let me unmute my desktop real quick so you guys can hear this. Imagine this. It's 11 a.m. Families crowded into the living room and the kitchen. You're opening your last gift. Oh boy, it's the final copy of Black Lagoon. And then your cousin leans to your ear as your grandma starts cleaning up and goes, "So, you're insecure about your cock?" I know I am. Oh my god. It's very quiet. No, I don't know how to turn it up. I think I have to figure out my audio, like, in general, because I know when I watch my VODs back, it's super quiet. And that was the loudest I could turn it up on my side. Like, I had my desktop audio turned up all the way, and I had my volume on YouTube turned up all the way. If you guys want to hear it yourselves, go to that timestamp. Can't hear it? No, you guys can hear it at all. Damn. You guys will just have to go watch it. Unfortunately, I don't think I can like actually pull it up to like any louder. And if I can, I don't know how to. What was I saying? I was saying something. Oh, okay. Going back to the apartment stuff. So yeah, on my lease, I only have 2 cats registered on there. And so my apartment was like, okay, guys, we'll be doing inspections like on this day. And on the inspection list, they just said that they were gonna check some things. Like they were gonna check like the fire alarm and some like vents and some other stuff. They were just gonna like do some maintenance stuff just to make sure like it's fine. And I was kind of paranoid that if they came in, they would see all the cats. And so one of my roommates stayed home for the inspection, right? And he basically made sure that like only 2 cats were visible. And so my roommate was telling me that the maintenance guy asked him like, oh, so how many pets do you have? And he goes, only 2 cats. And in the living room, at the time in the living room, there's only 2 cats. And they happen to be the 2 cats that are registered in the lease thing. And the lease, when we registered the cats, we also had to describe like how they looked. So they would kind of be able to know essentially like which cat it is based off like how it looks. And so they were like, oh, okay, cool. And then they did all like the maintenance stuff they had to do, and then they turned on the fire alarm. And the fire alarm, I don't know if you ever heard of fire alarm. I can't talk. Fire alarm in an apartment, but they're so loud. They're like literally ear splitting of how loud they are. And so obviously that freaked out the cats, so they ran, right? And they hid. And so like at the end of the maintenance inspection and everything, because one of the people from the leasing office was also there, because I guess they're trying to like do like a kill two birds with one stone kind of thing, of like both do maintenance and also check on like the housing to make sure like, you know, we're in compliance with like our lease and stuff like that, right? And so the lease or the front desk guy was basically like, okay guys, like I know you guys said you only have two cats, and we did only see two cats, but we'll just take a look to see if there's only two cats in the apartment. And so they looked around. Apparently, they actually like looked under the bed. You know, they looked in the closet. They looked around. Like actually took a deep dive in our apartment to find like any other cats. And they're like, well, we can't find the two cats we saw earlier. To be honest, they're probably just scared, but we believe you guys. So they left. And I thought that was crazy that they actually like went through so much effort to see if we're hiding other cats. And I guess it makes sense because our apartment is like, I would say like a decent apartment. Like it's not like a family owned or like a single landlord owned like apartment. It's like actually like owned by a company and stuff like that. So I can understand like, oh, maybe they're just trying to protect, you know, the community and their assets and everything. But it just kind of surprised me because the last apartment we lived in, their inspections, they literally like poked their head in and they're like, okay, everything's okay in here, and they left. Like they literally only poked their head in. They didn't really do anything else. But yeah, I thought that was kind of crazy. Also, coming back in, are we talking are we talking Kumo's mom when we leave? No, don't talk about my mother. I love my mom, and I kicked my foot. Oh, I hit my foot on a box. Oh, hot. No, your mom. No, you leave my mother out of this. Mama Kumo is a wonderful woman that you guys cannot have. Your mom, no. I'm telling my mom. I remember friends too would have like my mom's cooking and they'd be like, oh my god, and she cooks? Whoa. And I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about? Like Lamau, I'm so funny. Kumam. If I had enough money and if I kept streaming for longer, I think I would commission like a mom model. Like, you know how some VTubers commission the models or like at least like PNGs for like their parents? I think I would have done that for my mom. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know if I would want to expose my mom to you guys. I don't trust you guys enough. Especially after seeing how you guys are speaking here, I would not trust my mother with you guys at all. Tell Kumama I'm coming. No, no. Pecora moment when Chatter's like Kumo's mom more than her. No. My mom is also so like, I mean, she's more in touch with like the internet and stuff compared to my dad. My dad is completely like, he doesn't know any slang or any like anything like trending. Like my dad's very like anti-internet kind of stuff. But my mom, she's not anti-internet or anything. She like she tries her best to keep up with like, you know, like trends and like sayings and stuff like that. And she's a third grade teacher, so she gets exposed to a lot of it. But I don't think she would understand half of the things you guys would tell her in chat. I feel there's too many moments where she'd be like, what does that mean? What does this mean? Why are they saying that? Who is that? Like, what? Like, do you know these people? I feel like my mom would just be very confused all around. Kumo's mom has it going on. I hate this. I hate that my last stream with you guys were talking about my mom. Someone get Kumo's dad in here with a bunch of prepared sentences. He has no idea. No, my dad, I especially would not trust like like coming on here at all whatsoever. I feel like it'd be a very awkward stream with my dad. Maybe I've thought of maybe having my brother, because my brother I think would be like kind of funny, but I think he would slip up and say things he's probably not supposed to. So that's the only reason I haven't like asked if he wants to like do anything. But my brother's like low-key kind of funny, but he roasts me a lot and I don't want to expose that to you guys because you guys would get more ideas and I can't have that. Yeah, I think if anyone, maybe my sister, I think would be like the only person I would have on the stream, like legitimately try to have on stream. But I don't know. I feel like I'd be really embarrassed. I have barely started opening up to like my siblings, like not even my parents, just my siblings while like VTubing, and like I don't know. I just kind of feel a little awkward like talking about VTubing with them. I don't know. It's just really, really awkward. Like I didn't even tell them I was like Kumo until like very, very recently. I had mentioned to them about Kiyama, like, you know, like originally when Kiyama first got hired in Vanguard. Um but yeah, like I've mentioned I haven't really been vocal about VTubing, and I don't know, VTubing. I told my therapist about okay, I had to tell my therapist about VTubing. And I'm forgetting the context already, but I was telling her like, oh yeah, like, you know, I stream, and oh, I think we're talking about jobs. We're talking about like jobs, and like, because I was complaining to her about how much I kind of don't really like my current job, how stressful it is, and like all the things that come with it. Like it's chill, it does have its good moments, right? But there's so many moments too where I'm also like, I come home and I'm like, I'm gonna cry, like today was so stressful. And she was basically like, well, like not in a mean way, but like, why do you still work there, you know? She's like, I understand like the economy and everything, but if like, is it something that aligns with what you want to do in life? And I kind of told her like, well, you know, I don't really know what I want to do in my life. I'm a very go with the flow kind of person, you know? So the only thing I really want to do is like stream, and specifically the only thing I want to do is VTubing. And I'm like, and I could tell she had no idea what VTubing was. And so I was just kind of like, you know, VTubing is kind of like when you're like it's like you're streaming yourself, but you're an anime person at the same time. So it's, you know, it's kind of like puppeteering, but it's not. But you're an anime person, but you're not an anime person. And she was like, oh, okay. And it was, I don't know, it was so weird. And I was trying to look for like videos to like send her to like explain what VTubing is, because she was like open to like hear about it, because she was like, oh, it's about you, like I need to know more about you, like, yeah, I want to be able to relate to you and know what's going on in your life and stuff. Yeah, I get so awkward just talking about like VTubing with people who like don't know or don't have an interest with it, you know? Like I always feel so bad like talking people's ears off about it too. Kumama, honey, why does your chat keep saying I have a no! I have a gya. Is that some fun lingo? No! End the stream with the Italian brain rot then, if you can. I actually have not came across any of the Italian brain rot. I only know of it because of I saw Gigi Gurin like talking to oh my god, what's her name? Not Pecora. Raura, right? Is her name? And being like, no, it wasn't Gigi. It was Bebo. You know, it was I'm forgetting her actual name. I just know her by Bebo. But when I don't remember any of the Italian brain rot like name, but like as cappuccino assassinino or something like that. Like that's the only thing I know. That's the only exposure I've had is literally through Hololive. Kumo has the no, stop, don't talk about my mother in this way. This is a curse. This has to be a curse. I'm cursed forever. Sticky out your gap for the Rizzler? No! Evil. If I had a little bonk for all of you, I would bonk every single one of you, except Azza, because Azza hasn't said anything, but I would bonk all of you. And thus Kumo said, Chicken jockey and end the stream, never to be seen or heard from again. This is some young gravy behavior right here. Yay! As you get points. I don't know if those points really mean anything, because this is my last stream, but you get points. As it hasn't said anything yet, give it 5 minutes. Outro song, cupcake. I am not playing you, honey. You have a cupcake problem. You have a cupcake problem, and I think we need to address it. We're gonna have an intervention for you. Honey, I would be like, I'd be laying in bed sometimes, and I'd be minding my own business, and it'd be like late at night, and then I would get like an audio like file sent to me through Discord, but it wouldn't be like a recorded through Discord audio. It'd be like an actual file, and I wouldn't be able to listen to it on my phone because, like, you know, it's like a file. So what I would have to do on my phone is save the file, upload it to CapCut, and then paste a picture onto it to make a video, and then listen to the audio from there, right? And there's been a couple times where Honey's been like, Kumo, this is so important. This is genuinely so important. You have to listen to this. I need you to listen to this right now. And I would think, oh my god, what's wrong with my dear friend Hani? What is so urgent that he would have to do this to me right now in the middle of the night? Oh my god, it's so urgent. Like, I have to listen to this. What if he's dying or something? I would do the whole process of, like, you know, opening up in CapCut and everything. And then I would listen to the audio, and it would be some fucking Cupcake remix. And I'd be so mad. It's even worse than getting rickrolled. It's so much worse than getting rickrolled, and I was so bad. Gonna invest in Kiaba stocks with those points. Yeah. I can't help them a cupcake. Hot base, Hani Lamau. You guys are evil to me. You guys have to be nice to me. It's my last stream. What if I was like, you guys have to be nice to me because it's my last stream, and I banned anyone who was mean to me? It's always better when you have to work for it. Last stream. Yeah, this is okay, this is Kumo's last stream, you know? So you guys have to be nice to Kumo, which is me. I'm Kumo. By proxy. I'd be getting banned 4 times. I'll bring the cake wave to Kiaba. You know how we are. We harass out of love. I'm gonna bring you guys up in therapy. My therapist is gonna be like, Kumo, what's wrong? What happened? And I'll be like, my chatters, they were just so mean to me. It's giving me anxiety. Love is a really strong word though. What the? Honey, you don't love me as friends? Thanks for getting her to say that, Joseph. Clipping it. Wait, clipping what? What do you mean? I love you. Poom, I love you too. I feel like one day someone's gonna like clip, like, they're gonna edit my voice to make it sound like, you guys know the iCarly episode where like the iCarly episode where Carly is, it's like where fuck, I forgot her name, but the girl who's in not Victoria's Secret, wrong thing, in Victorious, I forgot her name, but the main character in Victorious, right, she's playing like a wrestler or like some MMA fighter or something in iCarly, and Carly pushes down like the girl's like grandma down a slide, and the grandma gets hurt on the slide, like based off like how she pushed her, and someone edited like Carly's voice to sound like push your grandmother down or something like that. And I feel like you guys are gonna do that to me one day. Like I'll, like, you know, I'll be vibing, chilling, living my best life, and then all of a sudden I'll get a notification on my phone saying, and it'll be like people canceling me, be like, oh my god, I can't believe Kumo said that. Whoa, Kumo said that. Oh my god, crazy. Cancel. And I'm gonna look at the clip, and it's gonna be me saying like something horrendous, and it's gonna be like a clearly edited, like cut, like video of me saying something. Choo, we harass because of mutual benefits. Honestly, that's so real. I'm clipping that. Clipping what? Yeah, what are you clipping? Anxiety. Oh, I don't think I know that song. Anxiety. God, I despise that song. I can't sing the rhythm. The iCarly episode with Victoria's Secret. Damn, Dan Schneider must have pushed heavy for that. Dan Schneider is so disgusting. He's like the kids show version of fuck, what's that guy? What's that director that like also has a foot fetish? Is it, he made like Pulp Fiction and I think the Vengeful, or like no, is it the Vengeful 7 or Vengeful? So I forgot what the movie's called, but I forgot. Oh my god, what's the director's name? I forgot his name, but Dan Schneider is like the children's show version of that guy. my eyes are a little tired because I cried earlier. Quentin Tarantino, yes, Quentin Tarantino Yeah, Dan Schneider is the Quentin Tarantino for children's shows. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. Does he like toes? Yeah. There's literally a movie that he directed and he played a character. So in one of Quentin's like earlier movies, I forgot what the movie was called, but he played one of the actors. And so at some point in the movie, they go to this bar slash like strip club thing, and one of the women like go up to him. Quentin Tarantino, the actor or director, I guess, right, goes up to him and she pours alcohol down her leg and he drinks it off of her toes, basically. And I don't know what else yells toe fetish or foot fetish like that. Like that just screams it, you know? Okay, time for me to teach BRB. Okay, have a good rest of your day. Thank you for coming, Grass. I appreciate it. Bye. Doesn't he? Yeah, he likes toes or whatever. Thanks for the clip. Good luck teaching. You guys clip me at my worst moments. Why don't you clip me at my best moments? Why don't you clip me being so amazing and like you know those like when like guys shoot their shots at like girls online or something, they'll have their friends like back them up, be like, oh, like they'll be like, oh, Tyler, thanks for saving all those orphans from that fire, you know, and for giving them housing with all your money. Whoa, thanks. Or they'll be like, oh my God, Tyler, thanks for donating like so much blood to this hospital. Like, wow, you really saved so many lives. You're such an amazing guy. Why can't you guys clip me with that kind of attitude? Hey, let's not compare. Quentin at least likes adult feet. That's true. That's also true. I guess a freak will be a freak, but only a valid freak likes adult stuff. I guess. Right? I guess that makes sense, right? So long, Grass. I'll see you at Kia's at the Kia Soul summer sale. It's not slander if it's your best. No, that can't be my best. Cause it's funnier. I'm like a little clown that jingles for you guys. You guys like snap, like you guys will bait me on saying something, and then I just kind of jingle over and say it like a sad little clown. Like jingle jingle. Oh, I had to crack my neck real quick. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but I'm at work sometimes and I'll be like really hunched over. I'll be like shrimping at my desk, really hunched over, like doing my thing, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I need to stretch. And the moment I like sit up, it'll go like crack, and then I'll like crack my neck, and it sounds like I'm snapping it in like 20 different ways. And I'll like raise my here, let me see if I can do it. I'll raise my shoulders and see. Oh, it was only one arm. I don't know if you guys heard that. I don't know if that might pick that up, but if I raise my shoulders every once in a while, it just goes crack. Can you say your favorite bug, peasant jester? I don't think I have a favorite bug. I'm not gonna lie. I maybe like a roly-poly. I want to say it's maybe my favorite bug, but I think I'm lying. I don't think it was a roly-poly, but I would, if I had to say, maybe a roly-poly or like a monarch butterfly. So you do crack at work? No, I do not. I am a drug-free, alcohol-free, you know, person. I'm too scared. We'll say the neck cracks will be missed. Kumo's only skill. What? No, I have at least, you know, if I had a D&D character, I think my D&D character would have intelligence, charisma, maybe not strength, right? But it have agility and what's the last one? Determination. It's something like that. Well, unless you count her lack of height as a skill. What? Literally her only skill. What do you mean? I'm so skillful. I can do so much, you know. I am like a pro gamer, right? You know, I've played so many games so well. Also lying, I would never lie. How dare you guys? First of all, I am such a truther. I would never lie. I only tell the truth. Having intelligence implies you could read. No, that's not true. Okay, some people are really smart, and reading is really hard. You know, it's not my fault. Reading is just, you know, sorry, I'm not privileged enough to know how to read. Intelligence is a Kumo dump stat. I can read. You know, I can. It's just hard. Imagine being smart enough to do math but not being able to because you can't read. Okay, I will admit I don't know how to do math. Math is my one weak subject. I had to take statistics like I think I took statistics like maybe like 4 times. I think if I remember right, I took statistics like 4 or 5 times. I'm pretty sure, but it wasn't my fault. All the times were always my fault. Your one weak subject? Doubt. What? No. I got really good grades like in school. When I was going to school, I had really good grades. I would say. I think I was pretty smart. You know, I took all I didn't take AP. My school had a different thing. We had IB. I took all IB classes, and you know, I did pretty well. I got A's. You know, I'll admit I can't do math. I really do not. Really not. Oh my fucking god! Really not helping. I cannot do math. I cannot do math. There we go. Math is hard. I think my first time. I think I've said this before, but my first time taking statistics, I had a teacher who like. This was in college. I had a teacher who I unfortunately really just could not like understand like how he was teaching. Like, you know how there's a whiteboard, right? When there's a whiteboard, you know, usually a teacher will start writing from like one side to the other kind of thing, right? Like, for example, they'll start on the left side and they'll slowly fill up the left side of the board, and then as they teach, they'll slowly get to the right side of the board, right? This teacher would start on the left side, go to the right side, and then go back to the left side to the bottom, and then go to the middle to the top, and then go to the right at the top, and then go to the left at the bottom, and then he'd go in the middle again. And I just could not understand the connections he was making, and it was so hard. And I think I had to withdraw from the class, if I remember right. I think I was in that class for like 3 or 4 weeks, and the withdraw date had passed. I really tried my best to like tough it out. I really tried, and I just could not figure it. I could not do it. I was like failing so bad, and I was like, I'm just gonna withdraw. So I had a W for that class, and then not like a W as a win, but like a W for like withdraw, right, on my record. And then I think the next semester I took the class again, but with this professor, it was just really difficult for me to understand her because she had like a really thick accent. And I don't know, I feel bad for saying that, as like it was just genuinely really difficult. And I ended up looking up like her like rate my professor stuff, and a lot of people also had an issue like understanding like the wording and stuff like that she would use for things. So I had to drop out of that one because it was so hard. I was like, I can't do this. And then I think maybe I actually only took stats 4 times, because I think the third time I finally took it, I made sure to sign up for my classes early enough where I was able to get a professor that everyone had said really good things about. Like everyone I knew only had good things to say about this professor, and his rate my professor was also really good. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll take it with this guy, and I took it, and so I kind of did okay. I didn't do the greatest. I did okay. And I got my final grade back after my final, and my grade was at like, I think it was 69.95 or something like that, or 97. It was so close to being like a C, if I remember right, or like a C minus. And I was like, oh my god. And I started bawling my eyes out because, you know, a D is failing, and I was trying to transfer from one school to another, and the school I was transferring to required you to have like a C basically. And I was like, oh my god, like and so I sent him an email not super late, but once the grades were like put in right, I sent him an email like immediately once I got my grade, And I was like, Professor, please, like, I'm trying to transfer to this other school, and and I just need a 70% in this class to like pass. Like, can you please, like, I'll do anything you need me to do. I'll even like, I forgot all the things. I was like, I'll do anything. Like, I'll do extra homework, I'll do tests, like, I'll like, I don't know, I'll like clean your car, like, please, anything for me to bump this up, like, by like the 8% or whatever I need, right? And this kind, blessing man, right, he responds back with I think this was around December too, because we're on the semester system. He responded back with saying, "No, it's okay. Don't worry. I bumped up your grade. You don't have to do anything. Enjoy your Christmas." And I was like, "Yes!" I was so happy. I was so ecstatic. And so I submitted my grades to be transferred over. I transferred over to the school I wanted to, and I was so happy. I lived my life, and I had 1 year in that second school. No problems, no issues. I was super happy. I go to my second year at the new school, my final year, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm about to graduate, no issues, no problems. I'm like, I'm right about there. I just need a couple more classes to graduate, I'll be done. And then, boom, admission sends me like an email like in the middle of the night, and they're basically like, actually, after looking at your grades, it looks like you passed your statistics with a C minus, and we actually need just a C for you to be here. So you need to pass a statistics course or equivalent to graduate. Teehee, you have until you have until May to do this. And I think I was already like halfway through like my fall quarter, and I was like, oh my fucking god, I can't believe they're telling me this like right before I need to graduate. Like, I need to get my grade, like, and I was so mad. And yeah, so so I ended up having to take another class like to like fulfill that course, and I was so genuinely upset. And I took apparently it's supposed to be the easiest class that the school could offer that was like adjacent to statistics, and I did not understand it. Ironically enough, it was all about weather, like all weather related, and I just could not understand. I was like, because there's like weather patterns called like El Nino and La Nina, and I was literally like I was like, what do children have to do with this? What the fuck does children have to do with weather? This doesn't make sense to me. And it was so hard, and I barely passed my finals, and so I had graduated with like so much stress, basically. Got A's after taking them for like the 5th time. Yeah. Brush, you really can't read or do math. Math is, I can read. I love reading. I love English. I love history. Math, it's the devil. I can't do math. Last professor I had said if she found out that we used that Rate Your Professor site to look up her reviews and she fails for the semester, that's fucked up. That's evil. Safe to say, for several reasons, I am a college dropout. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. If you have like professors like that around you, like that like demotivates you so bad. Like, and I think, you know, if a professor's ego can be hurt so bad by someone just leaving a review, then don't be a professor. You know, you're an adult. You're actually the most adult person in that room. Like, you can't deal with it, you don't get out. I had a really cool speech professor that had a student that really liked her. They would read her good Rate My Professor reviews while she did planks or push-ups. It's kind of funny, actually. Not the C minus. Yeah, I know the C minus was killing me. I was like, oh. I don't think I've ever seen a grade with a minus on it in any actual document. Only been told I had one. I was cooked. Yeah, it's funny because when you're in high school too, like at least my high school like told me like, oh, you don't have to worry about like minuses or plus because they don't really do anything. It's just the actual like letter that counts. And I'm like, okay, cool. And lo and behold, universities actually take that really serious. Colleges really do want you to have a plus or minus, and they don't want in between sometimes. Oh, you can read this out loud perfectly. See, I read it out loud perfectly, no problems. Maybe a little bit of a hesitation, but I read it. You know, I use my words perfectly. You know, it's oh shit. Hold on, let me drink water before I say this. Hold on, let me hydrate real quick with my water bottle ASMR. you guys heard that. Okay, I'm hydrated. I drink water. Okay, hold on. Let me read this. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet consectetur adipissing elite sedo iusma temper incident ut labore et dolore magna aliqua et enim ad minum veniam quis nostra exercitation uyamako laboris nisi ut. That was awful. That was horrendous. I said it, I read it. I don't think I said any of those words right. Good luck with the Latin. I tried. Wait, hold on. Okay, part two. Aliquip ex ea commodo consequa duis aut irur dolor in reprehendri and voluptate velit esse seum reprehendere. Oh wait, I read that. Dolor eu fugia nelu pariter exceptir sint oceaca cupidat non prodint sunt in culpa cu. Perfect. Yeah, there's more. Yeah, part 2. Oh, there's 6 pages. Wait, no, spare me. I can't do it anymore. Bruh, really out here reading Latin placeholder. Hashtag Kumo. I can read. I could. I struggle, but I swear I can read. Oh wait, I can do this, no problem. The Fitnessgram Pacer Test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20 meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Did you say fupa? Rude. Wait, what's fupa? I sent you a DM. Read it, Hom. Let me see your DM. I can't. My phone always blocks where I have Discord. Do you want me to read this? Do you want me to read this message? What is food? We're not talking about that on stream today. Don't worry about it, honey. Yeah, we're not talking about that today. I can do this. I can do this, no problem. Fold it on aerobic. Words and letters are difficult. You can't blame me. Yes, out loud right now. Okay, hold on, let me drink more water. I'm like my mouth is drying up. more water ASMR. Okay. Hey there, buddy, chum, pal, friend, buddy, pal, chum, buddy, bud, friend, fella, brother, amigo, pal, buddy, friend, chummy, chum, pal. I don't mean to be rude. My friend, pal, home sliced bread, sliced dog, but I gotta warn you, if you take one more diddly darn step right there, I'm gonna have to diddly darn snap your neck. Snap your neck. And wowza, wouldn't that be crummy juncture? Huh? Do you want to do that? Or do you want that? Do you wish upon yourself to come into physical experience with a crummy juncture? Because friend, buddy, chum, friend, chum, pal, chum, friend, if you keep this up, well, gosh dilly darn, I just might have to get not so friendly with you, my friendly friend, pal, friend, buddy, chum, pally, friend, chum, buddy. What the hell, Poo? What the kind of message is that? Why do you have that message? What the fuck? You literally drink water so you could read that in advance. Yeah, because my mouth is drying up. I need to hydrate. Oh. You know, reading is really tiring. Oh wait, someone else replied to me real quick. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I had to reply to that message real quick. Yeah, I need to drink. I need to get hydrated. You know, I don't drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of coffee usually, but I've been trying to stay away from drinking coffee because, like, I'm trying to like really force myself to like drink water. Water is really hard to drink. I don't know. It's boring, and it's not fun. And I don't know. I just can't do it. Water's so hard. I've been trying to like bring like a giant, like I literally bought like a 40-ounce like water bottle so I can like carry around and drink it, but it's so hard. That message has nothing on Doug Dimmadome. Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Is there a copy paste for that? I feel like that would actually be really fun to read. I actually would not mind reading the Doug Dimmadome. Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. My voice is kind of getting a little tired from reading that though. Let me see if there is any. I know I can say like a couple of tongue twisters and stuff. Like I can do Peter Piper picked a patch of pickled peppers, you know, but I can't do other ones like Sally. Well, what's that one? It's like Sally picked seashells off the sea floor or something like that. Like Sally. Oh, is it just that? Is it just? Oh, is it she sells seashells by the seashore? The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells, if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells. Right? Close enough, right? Right? I did it, right? She sells seashells by the seashore. Yeah. Easy, no problem. See, you know, I can do it. No problem. I just have a slight speech impediment, you know, but you can't judge me on that. That's ableist if you judge me. That's right, Doug Dimmadome. Order the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Listen here, Missy Moo Boo. You deliver that card to my preciously. What the hell is this? Preciously perch cliff seas. Perch. How the fuck do I say the first part and I can't say the second part? The second part is like just words. You can deliver that precariously perched cliffside estate, and this here giant wad of money is yours. I don't know how I can say the first part so easily, and the second part is like the actual like issue for me. But it's okay. I have an excuse too, you know, because you know Spanish is my first language. English is not my first language, so you know it's okay if I can't read in English, you know, because it's not my first language, you know. my brain wasn't wired to read English when I was young, you know. Real Doug Dimmadome quote, by the way. I felt like it sounded really familiar, so I was pretty sure it was real. Dimmadarn, I was gonna pay you 10,000 Dimmadallars. Fuck, maybe for if I was Kumo for Halloween, I should have done like a Doug Dimmadome like Kumo outfit or something, like with the giant ass hat and everything. I'm vibing to the lo-fi. Lo-fi's so good. Yeah, I think it's a free song too. I don't think I paid anything for it. Oh, that's another thing too. I want to mention real quick. You know, Kiama's stream is gonna be kind of cool because she's gonna have a new BGM and everything, and the BGM kind of goes hard. You know, I would say it kind of goes hard. I heard Kiama use the same person who made my BGM, and that guy's actually pretty cool. I love like that guy. Working with that guy's pretty cool. Like he's very talented making music. So I know Kiana was pretty excited to show off, you know, that song for her opening, you know. Oh, my cat. Sorry, I just looked over. My cat is like belly up and she's so cute. She's so fat, but she's so cute. Lo-fi, but Kumo struggles to function in the background. You just see me swaying like crazy and then like rolling around or something. Like you just see my model kind of like whoosh. Glad to know Kiama truly is an upgrade. Yeah. Wait, what do you mean upgrade? What do you mean by upgrade? Huh, what do you mean by that? Are you saying I'm a downgrade from Kiama, you know? I want to crack my back really bad, but like I can't like do it. I want to go to like a chiropractor and I want them to like tap dance on my back or something. I just want them to like wring me out like a towel or something, or like, you know how when you try to straighten out a paper at the corner of the desk. I need that. I need someone to do that to my back, or like I need someone to like literally individually pop my vertebrae or something. Like I need to be free. I cracked a little bit of my back. I don't know if you guys heard that. The thing that sucks about working like a desk job is that like I'm kind of like clipping. What do you mean clipping? What do you mean? What do you mean? The thing about working at like a desk job is it sucks because like I'm shrimping most of the time. I'm like hunched over and like typing away, and like, or like I don't know, like I have like a, not that I have like the worst posture ever, but I can definitely tell my worst sometimes, and I'm like, oh yeah, my posture is like awful, like or I lean back so far back in my chair sometimes. But the thing is, okay, so my chair at my office like doesn't, like I don't have the weight to like actually lean back on it. Like I have to like force it to go back, and forcing it is not comfortable because I'm like not relaxing when if I'm forcing it, right? So what I end up having to do is I just kind of slide off partially off my chair to lean back on it basically. And so I'm not actually like, my back isn't actually resting on anything. It's kind of like floating basically on the chair. Like let me see if I can pull up like MS Paint or something to show like what I mean. Let me see if I can share MS Paint real quick. Is it? I'll do display capture. To this one, okay. And then let me put me over it. Okay, perfect, okay. Hold on. Okay, so when I'm sitting in my chair, so like this is my chair, so this is the headrest right here, right? And then this is, it's an ergonomic chair, so it kind of like does this like bend out thing and stuff like that. And there's like this little part right here for like the cushion or something. That's kind of how my chair looks, and this is like the support beam in the back or something. And then the seat's right here, right? And then there's the wheels, something like this, you know, something like that, right? So when I'm sitting, my desk is like right here, right, or something. I'll say my desk is like right here. When I sit, and I want to like lean back in my chair, I rest my little head right here. Wait, that's too low. Hold on. Like somewhere around right here, right? This is me, my little buns. This kind of looks almost like ears, but that's okay. And then I'm kind of like resting like this, and then these are my legs. And then I'm typing like this, like my fingers are right here. And here's my keyboard right there. So this is generally the posture I have when I'm at work, because my chair doesn't lean back properly. So, so that's how I'm sitting. And my friends are always like, "You're concave," because okay, this is how I feel like my back looks like. But apparently my back when I'm actually like leaning is kind of, I look pregnant like that. Don't clip that. Apparently when I'm sitting like this, I look more along the lines of like, where's the pencil? Like, oh wait, wrong one. Teehee, brush. I guess my back kind of goes like outward like that or something. So I'm not even like close to being on the chair or something. But I swear it doesn't feel that way. It feels like I'm sitting like this or something. Wring me out like a towel and do that to my back. We'll go wild. Stop! I'm a say so VTuber, I swear. Poor posture turns Kumo from a 4-8 to a 4. What the? Gremlin activities. Literally the South Park WoW gamer posture. No, that's not true. And then my monitors are like, wait, where's my mouse? Oh, here it is. And my monitors, I have like dual monitors, so like they're like right here, and like the thing's right there. Basically, this is how I'm generally. This obviously is not totally proportionate, but it's generally kind of how I'm sitting at work. And then I do have a standing desk, so I could stand sometimes if I wanted to, but like I don't want to stand all the time. But I know standing probably like decompresses my back a little bit. Actually, I've read that having tummy time as an adult is actually really healthy for you. Like, you know how babies have tummy time where they lay on their tummies and stuff like that? I heard as an adult that is healthy, especially if you are on the computer a lot, because it decompresses your back. You're not putting as much effort or a lot of pressure on your back, but when you're on your stomach, you like kind of decompress it. And low key, it does feel really good. Like laying on your back for you know, a couple minutes a day does like help out a little bit. I've noticed. Wah, wah. I'm a say so VTuber cough. Fuck you, first of all. Second of all, fuck you. Third of all, fuck you. I'm a tummy sleeper. I am too. Though I did hear tummy sleeping is bad for you. So I think there's a difference between like laying on your tummy and sleeping on your tummy. But it's hard because I also sleep in my, because I hit these pose. Like, okay, like here's how I sleep in my bed, right? So here's my pillow. And then here's my bed. Wait, hold on. Okay, I should use like an actual shape. I'll use one of these to make it more realistic. So here's like my bed, right? When I sleep, I definitely hit one of these like, to be honest, I don't like my head on the pillow sometimes. So my head will be off the pillow and I'll be like right here kind of. And then I'll be like, I'm trying to think how I sleep. I sleep like, okay, so I'll be kind of like scrunched up like this a little bit, and this arm is like out here, and then this arm is like right here, and then I'd hit this like kind of runner's kind of pose like this almost, but like my head is facing this way and my body is facing like towards the bed basically. So that's kind of how I like to sleep. Oh, I'm in the way. I just realized. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So, when in the Jesus heck is tummy time? It, you know, we just lay down on your tummy, you know. How long till she noticed we can't see? Okay. I moved it. See, you can see it now. You can look exactly where it's at now. See, look with your eyes. But yeah, it's like this is how I sleep. So like my eyes are like right here. See me smiling, and then I'll draw like kind of my foot a little bit. Wait, hold on. That's kind of how I sleep, kind of. What else do I look with? I don't know, your third eye or something. Yeah, so this is the pose. These are the poses I'd be hitting, like when I'm at work and then when I'm sleeping. And then usually I wake up like not like this. I usually wake up like laying on my back or something. But yeah. When I was like in college before, because I told you guys, right, I have like a little, like a small little heart condition kind of thing, right? Before I had my heart thing going on, I would actually sleep completely like stomach down. And I remember reading, or not reading, but I remember like seeing people like talk about, as a woman it's really hard to sleep like with like your entire like stomach and chest facing the bed, like back up basically. And I remember being confused because I had no issues like sleeping like that. I had like no problems whatsoever. I actually found it very comforting like sleeping like that. And then I realized I kind of connected the dots. The reason why I felt so comfortable sleeping like that is because I didn't have any like, you know, personalities. Oh wait, hold on, don't look at that. Let me close this. Let me turn off my capture. But I learned that I don't have any like large personalities basically, right, to get in the way of that. So I felt so comfortable because there was nothing there. And women struggle to sleep because there was something there for the most part. Oh, a fellow runner sleeper. Only difference is I sleep on the floor and I use my arms under my pillow, since 2 pillows is too tall and 1 pillow is too short. I feel that. Sometimes I sleep with also 1 arm under, but it just depends like how comfortable I'm able to like get. She's flat, so don't just say it like that. Flat earther. You know, I think something's kind of there, you know, right? You know, I'm not gonna show my model again. I've done that too many times. Do I want to save changes untitled? Don't save. Kumo, the cloud VTuber, is truly a stratus. I have definition. I am 3D. Maybe not as a VTuber, but I am 3D, I swear. I hope. Also flat just as anyway. True. Also very true. Very, very, very true. Very valid. Actually, Altostratus is probably more accurate. Turkey, I'm gonna fucking get you one day. I'm gonna get you so fucking hard. I can't get you through the computer screen, but one day I'm gonna come out like the fucking Ring. I'm gonna like crawl out of your screen, like the Ring girl, the Grudge girl, and like just choke you out. In Minecraft. JK, joking. Oh, wow. I'm 3D, so are planks of wood, Kumo. What the hell? Wholesome. I swear I'm wholesome. I'm so wholesome. I am the most wholesome person ever. What do you mean? Oh! Ah! Ow. Ow. Oh fuck. I was swinging my feet and my heel hit like one of the wheels of my chair. And it hurt. You're being too whimsical. No, I'm not whimsical enough. It's the same foot too. It's the same foot I kicked earlier. Like I hurt on accident. I think it's just bad luck. Maybe this is what people call karma. Karma for threatening me, lol. Even the universe thinks I'm funny. No. 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 Yes, you are, bestie. I'm surrounded by haters. I'm surrounded by my ops. Oh, I cracked my other shoulder. I don't know if you heard that. Oh my god, it's already... I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. I like don't want to stop streaming. If I stop streaming, I won't stream as Kumo again. Who needs enemies with viewers like this? Exactly, you know, fucking exactly. Okay, yeah, that's enough. Go sleep. No, I don't want to. Oh, it's too early for me to sleep. It's like 9 p.m. I'm not gonna go to sleep. But I don't want to stop streaming. If I stop streaming, I won't be Kumo anymore. It's kind of oh, I'm trying to think of like a I think it's a movie that like if they stop doing something, they die basically. I forgot what movie I'm thinking of, but I'm getting the same vibe where I'm like, oh, if I stop streaming, I'm gonna stop existing forever or something, you know. Breathing, yeah, I'll stop breathing too. We need enemies, but remember, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. I keep my enemies too close, I think. But I don't know, I feel like right now is a good time to cut off the stream, but at the same time I'm like, oh, if I stop streaming, I won't be Kumo no more. I'll fade, my consciousness will fade into nothingness and maybe be reformed as someone else, but who knows, you know. I'll be so sad because I can't use my model anymore. Well, I won't use my model anymore, at least. Here, real quick, I just want to go through my model again, like really fast. I'm just gonna go through like how my model looks like, right? Reincarnation this Saturday. Wink, wink. You'll always be Kumo in our hearts. I know. It makes me so sad. So okay, I'm gonna go through my model. I will cherish my model one more time on stream. Because okay, I think I told everyone the story before. I had a lot of difficulty getting this model made. I got scammed once and partially scammed the second time when I got this model. But I don't want to say scam because I ended up getting the product, but the artist who worked my model was just like, I had to ask for a refund at one point because she was taking a very, very long time to get it done. And by a very long time, I mean like over a year, when she had given me like a couple months to get it done, or like an estimate. So every time I look at my model, I genuinely do cherish my model so much because how much work I had to go through to get it done. Who's up reincarnating? They Visona. Kumo hit level 16 and she's gonna be evolving on the 31st. Yeah. Oh yeah, they took time. Yeah, my artist took a long time basically to like. Does Saba count Joseph? Oh, I'm so excited for Saba. I'm so excited for her actually to debut, like whenever that's gonna happen. But yeah, so every time I look at my model, I genuinely am like, oh my god, like the amount of effort it took to get from the point of like me drawing the design to like me getting it rigged, like took a long time. And I'm glad that my model came out as nice as it did. Like, it genuinely looks so pretty. And I forgot, at this point, I forgot how much I spent. I mean, I know I spent less than $1,000 on this model. But it's genuinely so pretty. And there's so many details to it, too, that I really enjoy. While there's some things that are, like, obviously not the greatest of it, there's more things that I love about it than dislike. So, I don't know. I guess real quick, I'll just go through my model, right? Just really, really fast. Like, as a little showcase. I know I went through it during my debut, but, you know, just a little showcase. So I have my little hair toggle, right, that I can do. That's me. And I have my eyes, my little multicolored eyes and everything. Funny enough, I think I mentioned this to you guys before, but originally my design was supposed to have like black lightning, or not black lightning, but like kind of like how my arms and my legs have this like black like cloud lightning kind of look and everything. My golden eye was supposed to have like that same effect on it. But when my artist was like working on it, she kind of started rushing at one point, and I didn't want to ask her to like fix it because I had already been delayed by so much. So I was kind of like, okay, it's fine. I think I kind of like how I look now, to be honest, even though like it wasn't quite what I requested, because I feel like my face is a lot clearer to look at. Yeah, and I love the little beam brows she like did for me too, and my little my little teeth and my fangs and my little flesh fang too. And I have ears. You just can't really see them, but I have ears. um and then so yeah, so I have my bangs here. So I think for the rest of the stream I'll have my bangs down because that's how my models like, you know, default. Beam bros or base, I don't, oh, beam brows or base, I don't know who Saba is, but answer is yes. Yeah, and then my little I love how the hair, like the person Otter Chisu who rigged my model, genuinely she does such an amazing job. Like I was so lucky to have found someone who rigged models so well with like the budget I was with. I genuinely love how she like rigged my hair and everything. Like it's so nice, it's so pretty. I think it's really pretty at least. The lightning fractals could have been a cool 2.0 model in a what if timeline. I'm not gonna lie, I had some ideas of like different models, but like money for models is like expensive. And I would have to go with the only thing too, like I would have to go with a different artist because like I said, like I had so many difficulties with this artist that I wouldn't be able to go back because I don't even think she's been active on any of her accounts. I think she delivered this and ever since then like I haven't heard anything from, like I haven't seen her socials be active or like anything. I mean, I hope she's okay, I genuinely do. Okay, I know she was going through like some issues, but you know, like I wouldn't be able to go back to this artist. I'd have to find like a different artist. Yeah, I had so many ideas for like a 2.0 or 3.0 or something like, but who knows? I mean, like I said, this isn't a graduation stream. This is closer to like an indefinite hiatus kind of stream, right? But this isn't graduation. I'm not officially leaving you guys. At least I don't expect to officially leave you guys. Who knows, right? But like how I see it right now, I'm bookmarking Kumo right here, basically today. Unironically, Joseph, beam brows are under repped design choice. I love beam brows. Beam brows are literally like my most favorite kind of eyebrows. I would never pull one off IRL, but like characters who have it, like I think they're so cute. I think it adds so much to their character. Drop the Google Doc. No. I can't drop the Google Doc. No. I wouldn't want that kind of drama. Like I don't know. I like reading about drama. I just don't like actually being in drama or like getting into it or stuff like that. I just like reading about it. My experience with blank. Oh yeah, actually before I go to like the rest of my stuff, other expressions I had. I'm sad I didn't use this expression as much as I like wanted to, but I love it. I love this expression so much. It's like, I don't know, I love the kind of yandere, like crazy psychotic kind of look it kind of gives. I am like I'm a sucker. I'm a major sucker for like yandere stuff or like obsessed characters, you know. And when my artist, because I initially had a different idea for like when I'd be mad, so when my artist made this toggle, I was kind of like, you know what, this is actually okay. I actually really fuck with this. Like this is really good. This is a hallucination. Oh my god, you're right. But yeah, do IRL beam brows grow like that, or I think they get cut. I think I've seen a lot of women like cut their eyebrows like that. I don't know if it's like the same thing for Japanese women, but I know at least when like, you know, for Western women, when they cut their brows like that, when they have brows like that, they actually have to cut, like shave like half of it off. There's 1,000 yards there, Kumo. Adding to the Intel Kumo. What do you mean? I've shown this toggle before, like maybe once or twice, but I've shown this. I'm pretty sure in the thumbnails I've shown this too. What else do I have? I have my little heart eyes. You guys have for sure seen my heart eyes. When I talk about Asterion, I'm like, oh my god, heart eyes. I also did not use this enough, but I love how the little hearts look and everything. It's super cute. What else do I have? Oh, I have other toggles later, but I'll show that later. I think I have... This one's the same. I feel like I had a different one. Hold on. Let me see. Oh yeah, I had a serious one, so because I wanted to have like a serious one that wouldn't allow me to smile. So this one doesn't let me smile, but but this one's like not as necessary because I already have one. Oh my god, I can't do it. Um, but yeah. What else? When I talk about Asterion, before or after impaling him? Both. I can love him both times. Okay. So I'll put my bangs down for the rest of the stream. And then going down, right, I have my cute little outfit, you know? Again, my artist actually did like such an amazing job like drawing out and like putting the texture on my outfit. I can't even remember, to be honest, like how much detail I went into for like the sleeves and everything, but genuinely she did such an amazing job like drawing it so well and like making the bandages look really nice and everything. And the person rigged my model too. Okay, I'm not doing this in a lewd way. I'm just showing like my model basically like moving, but generally I love how my like the person rigged my model, like made my model and everything. Here, let me do this so you guys can also see. Like I'm genuinely surprised of the quality they got for this model for less than $1,000. Like I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I really loved it. I don't know if I've shown you guys a little detail of like my little bracelet. I always have a little bracelet that even I forget about sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. And I have my bandages like by my shorts. I have my little chain there too. Let me put this back on. Oops, wrong thing. Oh, I have a sad one too. I forgot I made, but I don't think I can really do too much with the sad one. I think it just makes my eyebrows look like that. But yeah. I have my little jacket and everything too, and like the way my fingers look under it too, just super cute. Clipping to slander the sakes of VTuber. No, no. Here, I'll get closer to the shorts, just so you guys can take a better look at it, at the quality. But yeah, and then I even noticed my shorts like move up and down. I didn't even notice that. That's actually really cute. Let's see. And then moving down to my legs, I got my knees, and then I got my boots. And my artist did such a good job also doing the boots and stuff like that. Yeah, let me scroll down a little bit. And I can step stomp and everything. Yeah, I love boots on characters. Like I'm a really big fan of like heavy, massive like platform boots and stuff like that. I don't have a lot, but when I see a character with them, I don't know, I fall in love. And then here's my whole design in total. It's me. But yeah, I am happy with my model, and I'm genuinely happy with like how it turned out and like the whole process it took basically to get my model. But I'm really happy with it. You know, it's not maybe like the craziest design ever. It might not be like the most put together design either, but you know, it's me. That's all I can say, you know? Do a flip. Oh, you want me to do a flip? Hold on. The slowest flip ever. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Am I straight? Is it right here? I think. Am I straight like that? Or is it like this? Maybe it's like this. Or like that. Maybe like this. I'll leave it like this. But I don't think I'm straight. Oh, it's okay. Anyways. Maybe like this. I'll leave it like that. Oh, she X Games. Not gonna lie, the jacket design kind of gives Yakuza vibes. I might be brain broke from the Dame though. From I did get influenced a lot by like the delinquent like kind of like vibe, or like not aesthetic. I don't want to say like delinquent culture, like from Japan and everything. So that's how I got the idea for like the bandages and stuff like that. I don't know. I wanted something that kind of was feminine, but also really not feminine. Just because I'm not a really feminine person. Like I try really hard to be, and I think only recently, like my like in the last like few years, have I gotten comfortable with like dressing more girly. But it's always been difficult for me to officially like break through of like, oh, I'm gonna like wear pinks. I'm gonna wear like these bright colors. I'm gonna wear like these dresses and skirts. Like, I don't know. So I wanted something that didn't quite feel feminine. Like, there's been a lot of people who mistake my model for being a boy, and that's okay. I like being androgynous to that extent. So like the jacket kind of was like a cool. I don't know. I also really love jackets like when they're like mid cut like that too. It doesn't feel like too feminine or too masculine. You know, it's like quite in the middle. Like, you know. You don't think you're straight? Oh, I know I'm not straight. I'm back. Time for lunch. Nice. Have a good lunch. I'm still streaming. I think I'm gonna end it soon though. But I'm trying to keep streaming because I don't want to end. Yeah, I love platform boots. I get it. It makes you taller. Oh, okay. Not just that. I like the weight. I like the weight of the boots. You know how it feels. But what I miss? Not too much. Well, I don't think too much at least. Maybe if you go back in the VOD, you'll be like, oh, I missed a lot. But I don't think you missed too much. But yeah. I'm trying to think what else. So you look like reverse femboy? No! I don't think I look like a reverse. I don't know. I think my model looks a little androgynous. Well, I think I look feminine enough. But I've commissioned some artists before and they thought I was a boy. So I like the androgynous feel my model gives. Mainly bullying Kumo and now appreciating her design. Yeah. A reverse femboy is just a tomboy, yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess I'm a tomboy then. But I know I'm a tomboy. I've been a tomboy since like I was a kid. Like I only had like guy friends growing up and I didn't get my first like female friend, like friend girl until maybe like I was like 11 or 12, and even then they weren't like girly girls. They were like they were like fujoshi girls in middle school who like were really nerdy, like really nerdy. But yeah, so I didn't really hang out with like anyone super feminine until maybe like I was like a sophomore or like maybe like 15 or something, I think. But even then it wasn't like, oh, I hung out with like really feminine girls. It was more like they were like in the same friend group kind of thing, or I was like I talked to them very casually in my classes and stuff. But yeah, I was the type of girl that would just wear like sweatshirts and like jeans and like you know like not even like Converse or anything. I would just wear like random sneakers. I'm a very plain like dress girl, I would say. Like I would wear just t-shirts, like a sweatshirt. That's kind of about it, you know. Kumo likes BL. Teehee. I have not indulged in it as much as I did when I was younger, but I do enjoy a good BL, you know. I do enjoy it. Right, that term exists. Yeah. But are you goth or emo? I wouldn't say I'm goth or emo, I'm not gonna lie. I have the plainest, I don't even want to say aesthetic. I have the plainest sense of fashion. Like I have to really physically try my hardest to get any form of like flair in my clothes, because like I will just like grab a random pair of shorts I have and like a sweater and I'll call that a day. Like I don't have anything crazy, you know. And anything I do have that looks nice, like I've had to go out and like specifically look. Like I've told like my friends, like I'm gonna go out today and I'm gonna specifically look for a sweater that's this style, or I'm gonna specifically look for pants or this style, or shoes in this style. Like I'm a very plain dress person, and I don't know. I spent a lot of my time like especially when I was younger, like trying to figure out what kind of style I enjoy. And I do have an aesthetic I enjoy, but it's not an aesthetic that I wear, if that makes sense. You know, like I do like I would say edgier kind of things. Like, you know, like I'm a little bit like a chuny, like a little chunibyo. Like, you know, those kids that are like, oh, don't look at my eye, because if I look at you, I'll curse you, because I'm the goddess of demons or whatever. Like, I wasn't to that extent, but I definitely had a little bit of like a streak to me when I was younger, where I was like, oh, I'm so cool. You know. But yeah, I don't have like a specific aesthetic I stick with or anything. I have an aesthetic that I would like to have, you know, but definitely not one I stick with. Um, get a new haircut. Don't underestimate the power of a good hair. See, I have tried, but I'm also bad at upkeeping my hair. Not in the sense of like, oh, I don't shampoo or anything, or I don't wash my hair. Like I do all that stuff, but I just brush it, and that's kind of about it. Like I really don't do much, and I think, you know, it sucks kind of being a tom girl when you're like growing up, because, or tomboy, sorry, it sucks being a tomboy growing up because you don't realize how many, like, at least me, my experience as a woman, right? Like I didn't realize how much I was gonna miss out on like skills, like for not being into that when I was like, until I got older. Like I, to this day, I'm not comfortable curling my hair. I only got kind of comfortable like straightening my hair, but even then I don't straighten my hair the greatest. Like I don't know how to style my hair very well. I've never dyed my hair before. Like, you know, I had to learn how to do makeup when I was in college, and even then it's only really eyeliner. Like I don't really know how to do like foundation or like primer or like stuff like that. Like, you know, there's a lot of skills, maybe not skills, right, but there's a lot of things that I definitely missed out on learning just because like I was a tomboy growing up. And even now, like I did get a haircut like a couple maybe like a few months ago, and I just got like layers, and like I had my bangs like redone in a different style. But even then I felt like I didn't do too much to my like actual appearance. So I don't know if maybe it's just because I'm a very plain person. But yeah, style is hard. Finding your style is very difficult. You have to like really try. Plain clothes are the most comfortable in my opinion, and still look nice. Only thing I don't like is shoes. Hate shoes. Yeah, I love wearing like sandals and like open toe shoes and stuff like that. I think only because I love summer. I love the summer and I love spring, like, and stuff like that. Like that's the perfect weather to wear those and stuff like that. But yeah, I think shoes are also really difficult to like match, and they're expensive because if you want to buy like really like nice looking shoes, it's fucking expensive to like sometimes, and it doesn't make sense. My sister taught me when I was like 20 to straighten my hair purely because I like bangs. It hated my forehead. Don't hit your forehead. Slander turkey. If you don't look like you just walked out of a fantasy novel, you're missing out. I feel like I'm missing out then because I walk out. I've only recently bought like, because my hair would dry out a lot, and I always thought to myself like, why is my hair drying out? Like I'm shampooing, I'm doing conditioner, like, and what's going on? And I realized because I've been like drying my hair with like a hair dryer without like the heat protection, and so I had to buy that recently. So it's just like things like that, like, you know, and I'm not like, not that I'm old, but you know, I'm not like in my like close to being my teens anymore. So I'm like, damn, I really missed out on like learning a lot of things, because like I have friends who like, they look like they just came out of like a runway or something like that, like the way they dress and the way they do their makeup and their hair. And meanwhile, I show up to parties and I'm like, ah, look at me. You know, like I straighten my hair. This is probably an awful question. Oh god. Nah, Poom. Fantasy shoes make my feet ache. That's also true. But how often do you wash your hair? I wash my hair. Okay, I know I'm not supposed to, but I wash my hair almost every day, basically. I know I'm not supposed to because it affects like the oils in your hairs and stuff like that, but I feel very dirty if I don't. But in general, like, I also know that my hair dries out because like I wasn't using heat protection or anything. And I kind of just want to chop off all my hair and restart. Not like go bald, but I want to like go like chin length or something. Okay, I'll agree on the shoes part. A lot of my shoes are uncomfy. Girl, that's why your hair's drying out. I don't think it's, oh, okay, no. Because it's not like the top of my hair is drying out. It's the ends. And when I shampoo, I only shampoo my scalp. Like, I don't like envelop all of my hair because I heard that's like really bad to do. So this is what I've read. This is my research, right? Is that when you shampoo, you're supposed to shampoo just your scalp, right? Because where the oils are coming from. And then you condition the ends of your hair. So you don't put the shampoo at the end of your hair, you don't put the conditioner at the top of your head, right? Kind of thing. So that's what I've been doing. And I used to use a lot of hair relaxer and I chopped it all off. Yeah, I'm tempted to chop it off. What I usually do is I like grow my hair out until it's like to like the end of my back or like my like near my butt or something, and then I'll chop it off. But I've been super impatient doing that lately, so I've like the last few years I've just been like cutting off all my hair practically, like not bald of course, right, but it gets really short. But I think I'm gonna try to do that again. I think I'm trying to grow it out super long and then just chop it off. But yeah, being a woman's hard. I think at least being a woman's hard. Crew cut Kumo ready for an enlistment. No. I feel like I would look like such a boy. Like, I don't know. I feel like I would look like I feel like I'm also very androgynous in real life. Like if I tried really hard, because I know if I cut my hair like in a boy style, I would look like a boy. I feel like I only look like a girl right now because I have like a more like feminine. I like dress a little more femininely and like have my styles a little more feminine and stuff, right? But I have such a strong feeling that like if I were to wear like a binder and like super loose clothes and cut my hair super short, I feel like I look like a boy. And I know my voice is a little deep too. Like, I don't have like a very high pitched voice, and I've had some voice calls with people before where they thought I was like I had transitioned or something, or they thought I was like on hormones or like something because my voice is a little deeper than like other women, and like I don't know. I not that I have like any form of gender dysphoria, but I do have moments where I'm just like, oh my god, am I a man or a woman? You know. I don't know. I try not to think too hard about it because it's not like a major issue, but there are moments where I'm like, huh, do I fit in any of these categories, you know? So that's why only recently like I've started adding like she they to my pronouns, only because like they kind of match. Not that I like people call me like, not that people say they them to me in person or anything, but like, you know, I feel like it's just kind of fitting, I think. Let me see. Have you tried a cleansing conditioner though? It's what I use 89% of the time and does cleanse your hair. I have not actually. If you have any recommendations, like send it to me. Girl, stop. I'm sure you do not. No, I swear I look like a boy if I were to cut my hair and everything. My sister told me everything she does to get her hair looking nice, and I've never been happier to be a guy. I just recently bought shampoo and conditioner as okay, that's where I am shocked that guys will buy like the 2-in-1 or like the 5-in-1 or something, because I'm just like, no, like you have to like, at least that's something I've always known is like those like products where they combine it is never good for you. You're always supposed to buy it separately. People think I'm a 12-year-old kid. People think I'm a 12-year-old kid too. I was in a lift. I was in a lift the other day, and fuck, what did the person tell me? No, I wasn't in a lift. Where was I? I was like, ooh, what was it? I'm trying to remember what the situation was I was in. I was somewhere by myself though, and I think it was a lift. I just remember most recently I was like, someone had asked me like, oh, it was I was in a lift because I was going to my dentist appointment. Sorry, I was like trying to remember like where was I? Like what was I doing? I was going to my dentist appointment, and the driver was like asking me a bunch of questions, and he thought I was a kid because he was like asking me like, oh, so like are you excited to graduate? Like, are you excited for this and that? And like all these different things, and like, oh, like I forgot what other questions he had asked, but he asked a lot of like school related questions. And I was like, oh, yeah, I graduated like so many years ago. He also asked me like, so he's like, oh, so like, are you planning moving out from your parents or anything? And I'm like, I live on my own, you know, as an adult, right? And like he asked me all these different questions, and I was like, how old do you think I am? I didn't want to ask him, but I was like, I can tell he thought I was like very young or something. And I think just because my height, you know. But I was like bro, like I'm not like I haven't been in school in years. Let's see. She's a little boy. Emphasis on little. My impression of you was never really Andrew. I could always tell you were a girl, but you definitely give little sibling tone more than anything. Really? OMG 12-year-old gang. Yes! 12-year-old looking gang. All these damage repair shampoos, but I'm still broken. It's okay if you try another brand, maybe that'll fix it. Oh yeah, two and a half hours streaming now too. Oh, I don't want to end stream, but I feel like I should because my voice is getting a little tired. Because I haven't talked nonstop in a while. I don't want to end. I don't want to cry again. But I feel weird just being like, okay guys, thanks for coming to my stream. Okay, bye. You know, like I don't know. I feel like I should have like a closing statement, but I don't think I got anything prepared. All these happy meals, but I'm still sad. I get that. Until you brought up your job and found out you're older than me, I full on thought you were fresh out of high school at best. Yeah, people do not like, and I get it because I also do joke a lot and I do act very irresponsible. But like I swear I'm not super responsible. Like I swear I pay my taxes, you know, like I pay my bills, my rent and everything, you know. I just like giving off that very like whimsical vibe. You know, I like to joke around a lot. I don't know. That's something that I've tried my hardest to not like get rid of. I like being a little childish. I don't know. I think life is a little fun being a little childish, you know. You know, I don't know, maybe it's just my personality, maybe it's just like how I am, but I enjoy being a little like tee hee haha, you know, kind of person. Give me your tears, they sustain me. I cried earlier, I feel like that's enough, right? I don't think a single person would guess my age if I did not tell them, so I feel you. I haven't paid my personal property tax in 3 years, little best adult. Your life has whimsy. That's a good thing. Yeah, my life's all about whimsy, you know? It's good to be whimsical. Don't worry, no tears. The true friends were the roast we gave along the way, and those will stay with your therapist for years to come. I'm gonna save some of these comments and read them out to my therapist specifically and be like, Patricia, please. Like, help me through my trying times. Before you end, can we get one more dino fact for the road? Okay, yeah. I'm trying to think of a dinosaur fact that I haven't said, cause there's a couple that I like repeating. Why the fuck are Turkey and Hani coming at you like that? Yeah. I'm trying to think of like a dinosaur fact that like Turkey can't even spell my own name right. That's okay. I know you can't spell. I always like having, oh, maybe not a Quetzalcoatlus fun fact, 'cause I feel like I say those a lot, but Quetzalcoatluses are so cool. They're literally massive fucking animals. I'm trying to think of like a really cool dinosaur fact. Cause like if I give you guys a lame one before I leave, like that's a lame fact, you know. Okay, I'll give you guys a couple facts. How about that? Cause I can't think of a single like specific fact. I'll give you guys like a couple of different facts. Dr. Turkey, prepare the cryostasis pod. I'll send you another dino tier list celebration of your big achievement. I never did my dinosaur stream. Oh my god. Okay. You know, Kumo might add that to her list, you know, of things that she has to do when she debuts. But I'll give some fun facts. So a Quetzalcoatlus is like a massiv, if I remember right, like 17 feet. Let me see how tall exactly, like what the exact feet are. Quetzalcoatlus height. Okay, yeah, so they're about 18 feet. I thought 17. They're about 18 feet tall. like standing. And they had a wingspan of like about 33 to 36 feet, which is, so the height, they're about like 5.5 meters, and then their wingspan was about like 10 to 11 meters. Oh my god, my cat just jumped right in front of my camera. Clover, you're so fat, get off. But yeah, so the Quetzalcoatlus is like massive, and so when they first discovered it and they found like traces of like the stomach and everything, right, they discovered that in the stomach there's a lot of fish in there. And so they were like fish and small animals. So they were like, okay, obviously this thing probably ate maybe like a pelican or something, or like, you know how like seabirds like they like dive into the water, or like they glide across the surface to like catch the fish in their mouth and like other things, right? They assumed that Quetzalcoatluses were probably similar, where they would do that. But they, after doing some tests, they were able to figure out that the neck is so long and so frail that at its height and how fast it'd be coming down from like it flying, if it came down to do the same thing that like seabirds do, where they try to either dive or glide to get fish, the neck would snap basically, because it would not be able to handle the pressure. So they were like, okay, it can't get its food this way, so what other ways can it get? And they kind of figured out that what it would do, at least what they think it would have done, is it would just kind of like walk around basically and like pick off little baby dinosaurs and little fish they could find. And it has like a giant long beak, right? So it wasn't like an issue for it to like pick very easily at what it needs to get. Obviously it wouldn't like pick a fight with like larger like dinosaurs and stuff, right? But it would have no problem picking babies. And I remember reading somewhere too that Quetzalcoatluses would also like punch like their prey to death as they needed it. Oh my god, Clover, you're so fat. I'm so sorry. Clover, you're so fat. Go. She's just so massive. She takes up my whole desk. But I don't know if you guys have ever seen like birds like step on like birds of prey, like step on their prey before. But Quetzalcoatluses would kind of do the same thing with their fists. They would like punch it at rapid speed to like kill it, right? Or they would like swing it like left and right to kill it and stuff like that. So that's another way it would like eat its prey. So I think that's kind of cool. That's one of my favorite fun facts to say about like those. And another cool fact, this isn't about dinosaurs, but it's prehistoric technically. But I think if I remember right, it's either magnolias or poppies. I'm pretty sure it's magnolias though. I might be wrong. It's one of those two flowers. But they are so old that they were on Earth before bees were a thing, right? And bees are like the main pollinators. Of course, there's other pollinators, but we usually associate bees, right? And since magnolias are so old, they're before bees, they actually rely on beetles to pollinate them, because beetles were one of the original pollinators. So even now, beetles are one of their main pollinators, not just bees and stuff like that. So I think it's kind of cool that like they were like like we see the same flowers that dinosaurs saw back then, which I think is kind of beautiful in its own way. And then another thing too, one more fun fact is so there's a Spinosaurus we all know from the Jurassic Park 3. It's like the giant dinosaur with like the sail on its back. There was a long debate on how a Spinosaurus actually looked like. A lot of people, there's a lot of scientists who were like, okay, a Spinosaurus probably looks similar to like a T-Rex, where it's like all scale, you know, land, and maybe like just lived on like the coast or something, right? But then another group of paleontologists were like, no, because we see a lot of fossils along the bed of the coast, which means that they were in the water at some point, so there's no way that they wouldn't have at least some sort of adaptation to be able to like live in the water, right? That doesn't make sense. So there's a lot of back and forth in the community between like how a Spinosaurus actually looked like, and so at first it like started off with the Spinosaurus like sitting upright with like and everything, kind of how it looks like in Jurassic Park. But slowly, as these renditions kept going, the Spinosaurus kind of got lower and lower to the ground, and it kind of started going from like a 2 foot, like, or not 2 foot, but like using 2 feet to using like 4 feet almost. Like it wouldn't like quite use its hands as kind of like a bear. Like, you know how a bear like can walk on 2 legs but can also walk on 4 legs, no problem. It's kind of like that, right? They figured out like, okay, it probably had like webbing on the hand. It probably had a flat tail versus a sharp tail, and a flat tail would help it like swim along. The sail is probably also helping it like swim, and like the snout is very similar to like an alligator, or like like a crocodile. So they basically pieced together that this dinosaur was probably very like not quite amphibic, but like definitely it could live on land and in water like no problem, you know. And that's probably how it ate. It's like, if you know, I don't know, I always think that fun fact's kind of cool because it shows like how much we've learned throughout the years of like it being like, oh, it's just a killing machine, to like, oh yeah, this guy like kind of chilled in the water, you know, ate here and there, and that's kind of about it, you know. What else? Cryo is ready grass. I'll leave more anti-dolphin propaganda as a countdown. Do they also have some sort of locking tendons inside their talons? Ooh, I'm not sure about that actually. I don't know too much about dinosaur talons. Oh my god, a Clover. I don't know why she keeps jumping up. Clover, you're not the main character here. Here, let me see if I can like nudge her off real quick. Clover, please. Oh. Every time she jumps off my desk too. Sorry, I'm adjusting my mic real quick. Every time she jumps off my desk, Clover, like her tail is so sturdy, so when she jumps off, like she hits my mic stand and it always like knocks it over or something, or like she'll like rip my earphones off, like, and it just hurts. So I always have to like prepare when she jumps off my desk. But yeah, I'll see how many more dinosaur facts I can collect for later on, you know, for later, whoever knows how later. But I'll have more dinosaur facts at some point. Oh my god, this is the end. This is it. Remember, chat, as we depart, dolphins are evil and we should be treated as such. Dinosaurs are peak fiction, and Kumo's taste in Fate Man proves she's a furry. Well, no. First of all, no. Second of all, no. I'm Turkey. It's been a pleasure. Okay. I will, at 2 hours and 40 minutes in, basically, I will officially end the stream. But before I do, I one more thing I just want to share with you guys. I just want to say one more time, I want to try not to cry again, but thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Not even the bottom of my heart, the bottom of like my soul, basically, right? I am genuinely grateful for everything you guys have done for me. And I don't know if you guys think you guys haven't done much, because I know as a chatter, you guys just like click play on like my videos and stuff like that, right? And that's kind of about it. But even that, like, I genuinely appreciate any sort of support you guys have sent to me in any sort of way, like commenting on my videos, commenting or chatting here too. I appreciate, like, some of you guys have even reached out to me in my DMs, like personally, when I wasn't streaming for a bit, to ask if I was okay. And I thought that was so sweet. I never thought someone would do that, because I'm just like, oh, I'm just like a nobody that streams, right? But like for you guys to do that to me also is like genuinely so sweet. And like I can't say how incredibly like kind that was. Damn, we're getting soul now. Yeah, you guys are gonna get the good message again. The very heartfelt message again. But yeah, I just want to say again that I am so thankful for you guys. I'm so blessed to have you guys in one way or another in my life, and I'm thankful to have started streaming. And I'm so thankful for you guys to have tuned into my streams as many times as you guys have. And no matter how like far in between my streams were, or how often they were, however long they were too, like you guys were there, like, and you guys would catch up and would tell me you guys are gonna watch my VODs, or tell me that you guys are gonna excited for my next stream or anything like that. Like all those things, like I just don't know how to express how thankful I was, how happy that makes me. And I don't know, it really means a lot. It genuinely just means so much. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to repay you guys for giving me so much time and support. I don't know how I can ever repay you guys. And the only thing I can say is that I will try harder and I will do a lot more for you guys. And I'm going to try my best to do more and to make you guys proud. And to maybe be like someone's Oshi. Whether I am or not, you guys' favorite streamer or anything. I like I said, I don't expect myself to be anyone's favorite streamer at any point. At least not right now or anything. But I hope that one day I'm able to work hard enough to be someone that someone can admire, or to, you know, to have like, not meaning, but, you know, to have some sort of strong meaning, I guess. I don't know how to word it, but I'm gonna cry. I don't want to cry. But thank you guys. I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you everyone. And then let me see if I can actually check all the participants. I will shout out everyone who's in the chat right now, because everyone who's in the chat right now, for the most part, has like been there. Oh no, Az is not here. I will still shout her out, but I will shout out Grasshopper doing dog paddle. Full legal name. I remember the first time you chatted, I believe, with my Limbo stream, and I think my mic stopped working that stream too. I remember, and then Poom. Poom, you've been supporting me in the backline, so I appreciate you. Turkey, if I remember right, the first stream you tuned into was my Minecraft stream, I think, and we talked for like 3 hours about anime. And then Yami, you're Yami. I appreciate you. Shill my Twitch things. In regards to Azza, I'm so sad she's not here to catch the last, but I hope she catches like the VOD later or something. I'm so sad. I can't remember exactly when Azza joined in, because I remember it was like, I think, I know it was somewhere, maybe like the Indica stream. I forgot which stream she started joining in often. But either way, I appreciate all of you guys. You guys are like my little community, and I appreciate you guys being there for me and supporting me and, you know, doing everything for me and checking in on me sometimes. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but I can't help it. There's just no way for me to put it in words, like in all the words I want to put it. Like, I'm thankful. I'm genuinely so thankful. You were my Oshi, Kumo. Thanks, Pooh. No matter where I see you. Jokes and jabs aside, it's been great and awesome to ride with Kumo train. Wouldn't trade it for a buck. And if it means anything, you are technically my favorite, considering I can't sit still through anyone else's streams. Aww. Repeat yourself, girly pop. Speak your heart. Thank you. I'm gonna start tearing up. I don't want to tear up, but I'm gonna I'm gonna end the stream. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry just saying it. I'm going to end today's stream as, you know, Karai Kumo. I thank you guys so much for being here for my journey and sitting through this, you know, almost 3-hour stream, just hearing me talk and joking with me. One last howdy for the chat. Howdy. Kumo will always be my Oshi, regardless of any sort of reincarnations or indefinite hilarious. Clouds will be above. Oh my god, clouds will be above all else. I can't talk. I'm gonna cry. Fine. I will call you a slur from no, Poom, no, from distracting me on my Dota match and getting me killed. Will that keep you from tearing up? Maybe it might. But thank you guys for coming to my last stream, and I appreciate you guys, and I love all you guys individually from the bottom of my heart. Thank you again, and I will see you on the flip side. You know, if you hear, you know, like in my description, if you guys hear lightning or thunder roaring, that's just me saying hi. Okay, good night. I hope everyone has a good day, evening, night, evening. Wait, I said evening, morning, twilight, noon, everything in between. You know, have a good rest of your day and everything. Bye.